Dedikasyon, sipag, puso, pangarap ang puhunan, talento ang labanan, umaatikabong bakbakan. Mga laro ay tutukan. Game na!
This league is more than just a league, it's a melting pot of basketball excellence, not just in the Philippines but also in Asia. This is SINAG Liga ASYA Born 2001 SINAG Cup, presented to you by Converge FiberX. Experience better with Converge FiberX. Doble na, dinoble pa. And for our main event, we are still live here in the one and only one arena here in Cainta, Rizal, home of the best bibingkas here in the Philippines. And for our main event, it's gonna be LUID 1 Kapampangan, headed by CJ Buitison, who scored 10 points and garnered 6 rebounds but fell against the Pampanga Delta. He will be matching up against this guy right here, Marvin James Raimundo, who scored 22 points, garnered 7 rebounds, got 6 steals and 3 huge blocks, and getting the dub against the Laguna Daslav XEOZ. And that is our game at hand for our main event. It's gonna be LUID 1 Kapampangan kontra NBS Slashers. Isang napakagandang hapon to all SLA fans who are watching this live coverage of the 2023 SINAG Liga ASYA Born 2001 SINAG Cup. And syempre, sino pa nga ba ang magbibigay sinag sa panonood nyo dito sa game na to? Walang iba. Kung kanina ang nakita nyo ang Ronzo tandem, ngayon naman ng Ewi, love team nyo. Walang iba kundi si Rowy Sacote and Enzo Ganarosa. Sabi mo magiging seryoso ka kanina, napatawa ka bigla. Enzo, kamusta ka naman?
Sinira mo plano ko Pero magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga sinag na nanonood ngayon from Luzon, Visayas and Mindanao, and siyempre sa lahat ng mga bansa na bumubuo ng Asya. Pero yung nickname talaga, Rowe.
Doon ka na bigla, pero syempre hindi lang tayong dalawa yung magsasama dito. Makakasama rin natin ang ating courtside reporter na si Maris Victoria. And syempre, kumustahin na rin natin si Maris on the sideline. So Maris, anong ulam mo kanina and what excites you the most about this main event?
Rowy, Enzo, hindi pa ako kumakain pero I'm very much full of energy and I am very thrilled for this ball game. Madami tayong maaabangan o masusubaybayan na fast-paced ball action for today. This is our third game for today and simula nung first game to second, Kapampangan team ang nanalo. Will this day scream a Kapampangan pride? If ever LUID 1 Kapampangan wins, yan ang aabangan natin. Kayo dyan, kamusta kayo, Enzo, Rowy?
Okay naman kami. And speaking of abangan, syempre maabangan nyo lang lahat ng mga games natin by following our social media page on Facebook and on Instagram, SINAG Liga ASYA. Pati na rin ang napakabagong YouTube and TikTok natin, SINAG Liga TV, kasi doon natin pinapost ang mga news, updates, highlights, and mga reels natin dito sa napakabago and napakagandang liga. Hindi lang sa Pilipinas, pati na rin sa Asya. Pero before we proceed, Enzo, ano nga bang updated team standings natin dito as of today?
Well, after kaninang second game natin, Pampanga Delta still at number 1 spot. Pero very interesting nga itong laro natin dalawa between LUID 1 Kapampangan and itong NBS Slashers. NBS coming off a win, their first win of the tournament. Ito namang LUID 1 Kapampangan coming off a loss sa kapwa Kapampangan team nila na Pampanga Delta. Kaya nga napakaganda ng laro natin. And talking about the game story for this ball game, Rowy, between LUID 1 Kapampangan and NBS Slashers is steer clear kasi LUID 1 will try to avoid back-to-back defeats while NBS is looking to go for back-to-back wins dito to keep them away from the bottom of the standings once again.
Yeah, so grabe. Again, LUID 1 Kapampangan, they fell short against Delta Pampanga. Let's break down the numbers dun sa loss dito ng LUID 1 Kapampangan. 69-100, a blowout game against the undefeated Pampanga Delta.
They suffered a huge beating sa kapwa Kapampangan team nila. Look at that shooting. They were held to just 35% from the field, and look at that, they got out-rebounded 72-43. In the assist department, 26-14, and then the points in the paint. The taller team in Pampanga Delta dominated the paint with 60 points in the paint, and then sa fast break points, lamang na lamang yung mga bibilis na gwardiya gaya nila CJ Delfino, Justin Bautista, Arthur Roque dun sa laban ng Pampanga Delta kontra LUID 1 Kapampangan.
Yes, on the other end naman, ang makakatapat dito ng LUID 1 Kapampangan ng NBS Chris when they won against Datslav XEOZ last game headed by Marvin James Raimundo. Let's break down the numbers, Enzo.
Yes, finally nailed their first win itong NBS Slashers, and look at the field goal percentage, 52%. Napakataas niyan para dito sa NBS Slashers, and they held itong Datslav XEOZ to 33% shooting. Assist department 17-11 in favor NBS. Blocks, dun talaga sila nag-key in sa depensa nila. 9 blocks compared to just 2. And then points in the paint, 56 points in the paint compared to 34. And the bench led by MJ Raimundo talaga with 22 out of the 61 points off the bench nitong NBS Slashers. Dun talaga sila nang hang their hats. Dun talaga sa bench production nila.
Yes, let's see if Raimundo can replicate his performance last time. Pero before we start the ball game, let's turn over to our courtside reporter Maris Victoria for a pre-game report for both teams. Maris, take it away.
Sa larong ito ngayon, may nawala at may bumalik. Two of NBS Slashers key player, the Sahali brothers, won't be playing today. Nagkasakit daw si Zu Sahali at si Migs daw ay may pasok. Kaya naman kailangan daw mag-step up ang ibang players for adjustment. On the other hand, nagbabalik from his ankle injury, Vince Muldong. He is excited dahil makakapaglaro na daw siya from NBS Slashers. NBS Slashers kontra LUID 1 Kapampangan magsisimula na. Kaya naman, I'm turning it over to our arena announcer, Ram Valid, for our SINAG starters of the game, powered by Converge.
Mayapagat panapon kay kayungan. Good afternoon, SLA fans. We're coming to you live at One Arena, city of Cainta, province of Rizal. This is the SINAG Liga ASYA Born 2001 Cup. Presented to you by Converge by Rex. Doble na, dinoble pa. We're also live at YouTube channel SINAG Liga ASYA TV, SINAG Liga ASYA FB page, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. This is our third game for the day 5 of the competition. It's the battle between LUID 1 Kapampangan and NBS Slashers. And now it's time to meet the protagonists first for your LUID 1 Kapampangan. Starting at guard number 13, Kevin Zaluz. Also at guard number 17, JC the Ozzen. Forward number 92, Kel Perez. Also at forward number 3, Jake Benduya. And center number 5, Vince Muldong. LUID 1 Kapampangan is led by Coach Jonathan Benedict Buwan. Assistant coaches, Jerry Flores and Double A Lex Samana. Your LUID 1 Kapampangan. And now it's time to meet the centers for your NBS Slashers. At guard number 10, Alex Pangilinan. Also at guard number 31, MJ Raimundo. At forward number 20, Yuri Di Guzman. Also at forward number 11, JC Vitalbero. And center number 6, MJ Banatikla. Head coach for NBS Slashers is Brit Forma. Assistant coaches, Michael Manigo. Your NBS Slashers. Game officials for this game, Anthony Roque. Dennis Escaros, and Arnold Lazaro. This is your SINAG Liga Asya.
So SLA fans, this is our converged 5 starters of the ball game for LUID 1 Kapampangan. The different lineup, they will be starting with Vinuya, Muldong, Dalus, Deausen, and Perez. Same with NBS Slashers, they have a different starting 5. They will be starting with Banatikla, Pangilinan, Fitalvero, De Guzman, and Raimundo. Again, SLA fans, this is our main event for day number 6. And kami ang makakasama nyo, Rowie Sacote. Together with me is Enzo Galarosa, ang Ewi. Tandem natin ngayon.
Do not use that again.
On the sideline is gonna be Maris Victorio. So again, LUID 1 Kapampangan is now 2-1, while dito naman for NBS Slashers 1-2.
Yes. And interesting to note, kagaya nga nasabi ni Maris ng pregame as Muldong, welcome back. I was gonna say, Muldong is back sa lineup.
After the injury last time,
Oo, against Paranaque Pelicans. Oo, di siya nakapaglaro against Pampanga Delta in that Pampanga Clasico game. Good sign for LUID 1 that he knocks down his first field goal dito sa ating laro.
Yes.
Oh, good pass.
That's a good pass. Pero great block again dito by Vincent Muldong.
And you could just imagine anong epekto ni Muldong kung naglaro siya against Pampanga Delta, di ba?
Yes, and look at that. A wide open miss for JC Deausen.
JC, good step up move doon. And look at Muldong playing the passing lane again.
Yes, oh my goodness. The hustle of number 5, Vince Muldong again. Just came back from injury, making his presence known offensively and defensively.
Parang if hindi mo napanood, I know kayo ni Coach Pancho nag-cover nung game ng Paranaque Pelicans, di ba? Pero kung hindi mo napanood yung laro na yun between LUID 1 and Paranaque, tapos sabihin mo na injured dun si Muldong, tapos ganyan yung laro niya, hindi ka maniniwala eh.
Yung injury niya, imagine mo, hindi siya nakalaro pa ng one game because of that injury and kakabalik niya lang ngayon. So this is a good sign for head coach Jonathan Buwan, as that's a 3-point shot from JC Fitalvero.
And you said good sign, di ba? Right on cue. That's a good sign for NBS Slashers that their dead-eye shooter, JC Fitalvero, knocking down his first 3-pointer dito sa first period.
Yes, and look at that steal. From offense to defense, JC Fitalvero.
Good pass.
Nice find! That's a wide open Yuri De Guzman getting their 5th point here in this ball game.
That's one thing that NBS Slashers have done so well in the first 3 games nila is fill the lanes properly in transition. Ngayon wala si Mig Sahali and si Zu Sahali, but still Pangilinan with a great find to the cutting Yuri De Guzman in transition. Kasi nga they're filling the lanes properly every time they run on the floor. As Maris said nga nung pregame natin, both Sahali brothers, Zu Sahali not in today's ball game because may sakit siya, and Mig Sahali not available din for today's ball game dahil may pasok siya. Of course, pasokan na, and we have talked about this, Rowie, na that's a factor that these teams and coaches and the players have to deal with dito sa tournament natin. Yung schedule ng mga pasok nila, di ba?
Again, yes, kasi they are student athletes. Again, just by the name, student comes first, second ang pagiging athlete. That's why yun ang kailangan, well, the coaches are really going to adjust their lineup, and yun nga, all of the players really needs to step up. Imagine, those are 2 crucial players dito for head coach Britre Roma, yung nabanggit mo for NBS Slashers. Zu Sahali, Mig Sahali are the ones who are making an impact in this ball game, and they are out here sa game na to. And let's see, as we take a look at this replay right there, our assist of the quarter, JC Fitalvero to a wide open Yuri De Guzman. What a great dime there. That's our assist of the quarter. It's in J Project loading.
So ito si Yuri De Guzman already has 4 points to start off. 4 out of the 7 points. Dalawa pa lang actually sila nakaka-score. Yung dalawang nagpasahan doon. JC Fitalvero with 3 points. Yuri De Guzman with 4.
Yes, as you can see. Speaking of JC, look at that drive. Oh, gets his own board and cleans that one in. JC Fitalvero, and that's an early timeout for head coach Jonathan Buwan kasi favor is an NBS Slashers favor.
Yes, and 5 quick points to start off this ball game for Fitalvero. Misses the first layup. Persistence pays off as he gets the second and the follow-up. 9-2 ang ating score, Rowie.
Yes, with 7 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. We'll be back after this.
Project Clothing Shop, premium fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, premium fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Ako si Romel David, para sa SINAG LIGA ASYA 40. Sigabang ka?
Welcome back SLA fans again. This game is brought to you by Converge FiberX. Doble na, dinoble pa. Experience better with Converge FiberX, and at the same time, J Project Clothing Shop, makers of quality uniform. And yes,
Lalong-lalo na, Boss Jun Linogo nandito,
Yes.
di ba? Kanina nakita na natin, ang 9th team in this league, ang J Project Boomers. So 2 more na hindi pa natin nakita, ang Passion Sports Elite and ang Batang Lakan ng Bulacan na isa doon sa dalawang teams na binanggit ko, maglalaro na bukas.
Yes, and as you can see there, that was a good dime there for Kevin Dalus to Ezekiel Perez. Great connection there.
Yes, and good find by Dalus, weaving through the defense and then finding his big man down low. One thing LUID 1 needs to do is keep it simple on offense.
Yes, and look at that drive from MJ Raimundo. Strong finish and strong drive.
Grabe. Oh, look at Buitizon.
CJ Buitizon cleaning the board and sinking that one in and drawing a foul. That was a good hustle play for CJ Buitizon.
Grabe, out of nowhere. Yes, CJ Buitizon. Nakapasok pa lang yan. Look at that. Got pushed from behind by MJ Raimundo. And, don't matter how much contact there is, CJ Buitizon can finish those layups.
Yes, taking the hit and still finishing it. As you can see, converts a 3-point play there for CJ Buitizon. And now look at the ball pressure here executed by LUID 1 Kapampangan. Pero the speed of Raimundo. Oh!
Grabe.
What a great dime there from MJ Raimundo to MJ Banatikla. 2 MJs are going at it.
Oo, kala ko noon si Mig Sahali yun eh. Parang Mig Sahali play yung ginawa ni MJ Raimundo. But eto, no question, that is CJ Buitizon. Sabi niya, ang ganda ng ginawa ni Raimundo, binilisan niya, okay naman. Papakita ko rin ng bilis at lakas dito sa bangga niya for this drive of the quarter, Rowie.
Yes, at it's yun ang photo, the official mobility partner of SINAG Liga ASYA, absorbing the contact and still getting the score. And one excellence there displayed by CJ Buitizon.
Ang bumangga, giba, sabi ni CJ Buitizon.
Grabe naman kasi ang laki ng katawan nito ni CJ Buitizon. As a guard, As a guard, grabe. And at the same time, he can also defend centers.
Yes.
Look at the versatility of that guy.
Kaya nga ang ganda sana ng matchup nila ni Jonel Policarpio last game, di ba? But Poli did not play. But he was bothered by the length and athletic ability of Sonny Estil and Jun Arthur Roque nung kalaban nilang Pampanga Delta. But dito, there is no player na kagaya ni Sonny Estil and Arthur Roque sa lineup ng NBS Slasher. So, it's going to be a team effort for NBS to stop itong si CJ Buitizon. Kasi nga, this is a kid who can explode for 19 in a quarter, can also do a triple-double, just like what Jonel Policarpio did a few games ago. So, di ba? Stop Buitizon, stop LUID 1 Kapampangan.
Yes, and yun nga, that's what Pampanga Delta did. They limited the production of CJ Buitizon last game. Imagine mo, only scored 10 points. And eto pa, they forced 5 turnovers kay CJ Buitizon.
Yes. And yung mahirap pa dun for Buitizon was, he was trying to get it going. But sa half-court pa lang, pinipick up na agad siya ng nila Estil, nila Arthur Roque, and even to an extent, Justin Bautista and Joshua Miklat, diba? So, they gave him different looks. They gave him different personnel na babantay sa kanya. But ngayon, free-flowing yung offense ni Buitizon ngayon. Kita mo nga, ang ganda na find nila papunta kay Randem Simbulan.
Yes, thinking that one here. Randem Simbulan last time also scored just 10 points in their ball game. Shot 50% from the field as a miss by Kevin Dalus, and there's going to be a whistle there.
Well, you said just 10 points, diba? Pero para sa akin, marami na yung 10 points na yun kasi Kevin Santos ang bumantay sa kanya.
Kaya naman pala.
Oo, Kevin Santos na yun who had 15 and 17, diba? So,
grabe.
Ako, makascore lang ako ng isa against Kevin Santos. Masaya na ako eh.
Ako rin, kung nakascore ako kay Kevin Santos, nasa resume ko na yun.
Oo. Nanonood yun for sure. Nagsasangyup daw sila ngayon. Kevin, ingat kayo dyan sa Baguio.
Yes. Oh, nice pass from JR Ilustrissima. Wide open Raimundo. But, another extra pass, but too strong on that shot by JR.
Ang gaganda ng drop passes ng NBS Slashes sa laro na to. Ang dami nilang drop passes that leads to baskets. But that time, Raimundo taking matters to his own hands with his pull-up jumper.
Yes, unleashing his deadly mid-range jumper here. Raymundo, hindi lang magaganda ang drives niya. He's also showcasing his perimeter jumpers dito sa game na to.
And may shooting pa yan sa tres. So ito, showcasing an all-around facet of his game dito. But look at that, the big man naman ang tumatakbo for LUID.
Yes, random passes into the middle. Perez, that's a good floater there for Ezekiel Perez.
Big man passing The 5 and the 4 ang nagpasahan dun sa fast break. Sila pa yung tumakbo, di ba? Yung mga gwardiya yung naiwan sa ilalim Normally, the other way around.
It just shows, no, again,
Oh!
yung versatility as that's a good up and under move by JR Illustrissimo. Yung mga players talaga ngayon, hindi porket center ka, you cannot dribble the ball down na. And it just shows na grabe na ang display dito or grabe na nag-evolve talaga sa basketball, Enzo.
Yes, and like we said nga, before in generation, you have 2 or 3 players on the floor na talagang pwedeng isolation scores. The others are complementary pieces, mga shooters, mga dunkers, ganyan, and defenders. But ngayon, all 5 players on the court have to have that skill level to go one-on-one. Just like this kay JR Illustrissimo.
Our power play of the quarter hatid sa inyo ng Converge Fibrex. Doble na, dinoble pa. What a good move. Up and under move there for JR Illustrissimo. Experience better with Converge Fibrex. And Ferrer. Oh, that's a good play by head coach Brit Reroma. Hindi lang nakuha yung bola doon ni Cyrus Ferrer.
Cyrus Ferrer played really, really well in the last game netong LUID, ng NBS Slashers. Napakaganda ng ginawa niya off the bench. Sila actually ni MJ Raymundo ang gumawa doon. And we're the catalyst. Actually, nahirapan kami ni Coach Pancho mamili. Ferrer ba o Raymundo? But Raymundo was the one who finished the game with more points and more output defensively.
Yun nga, speaking of Cyrus Ferrer, imagine mo, he shot 100% from the field. 5 out of 5, getting 12 points.
Diba? Off the bench pa yun.
Grabe.
And timely pa yung 5 out of 5 niya na yun. Every time na magkakaroon yung kalaban ng NBS, they were always there to answer.
Yes, so that's why they got their first win doon against Laguna Datslav XEOZ. Estalilia got fouled there. And I believe that's going to be a blocking foul on Matthew Calilong.
And, one thing that NBS should stay away from is the penalty situation. Kasi LUID 1 Kapampangan is a really good team at capitalizing that penalty situation. So, if you're NBS, you're going to look at this na, uy, etong LUID ang penalty, hindi tayo. Gawin natin sa kanila, give them a taste of their own medicine na tayo naman mag-capitalize ng penalty.
And yun yung nangyari. And imagine mo, yun yung nangyari sa NBS Slashers. All throughout the game, they committed 22 fouls against Laguna Datslav XEOZ. So it just shows kasi that time, they were too aggressive on defense.
22 fouls which led to 28 free throws, di ba?
Grabe.
But fortunately for them, itong Laguna Datslav XEOZ missed 11.
Yes, so 17 lang yung pumasok. Pero imagine, 17 points. That's a lot.
From the free throw line, di ba? So you'd imagine na if they made a couple of those free throws, dikit yung laro and na-prevent ng Datslav yung mga turnovers nila, baka iba yung maging resulta, di ba? Baka winless pa ngayon ng NBS Slashers.
Yes.
So they have to be wary about how they control their fouls. Dahil nga, kagaya niya, Bitiso is foul hunting. Kita mo yung pagka-harang niya ng katawan. He is looking for that contact every single time.
And that's a high IQ play by CJ Butiso.
Yes.
He knows he has an advantage doon in terms of size yun sa defender. So he's really fishing for fouls here. And he can finish strong eh.
Oo, but yun nga lang.
Ayun, speaking of strong.
Oo, strong pass yun to Daryl Garcia.
Ni CJ Butiso.
Actually, na-excite ako ng konti kasi akala ko makikita ko dumakdak ulit itong si Daryl Garcia. I've seen him throw one down, 2 hands pa nga eh.
Grabe, no?
Oo.
And yun, that's syempre may first quarter report tayo from our courtside reporter, Maris Victorio. So Maris, walk us through your report.
Yes, I've talked to Coach Miko Roldan from NBS Slashers and sabi niya considering na wala ang dalawa sa kanilang key players ay challenge daw nila ang ibang players to step up. Ball rotation-wise, they are getting there. Kailangan lang daw ng mga players is to stay composed, hanapin ang rhythm ng play nila. Back to you, Enzo and Rowie.
Thank you very much, Maris Victorio, for that first quarter report. So grabe, Enzo. Nakita ko yung titig mo kay Maris habang nagre-report siya.
Hindi, this is my friend, this is my sister. Kapatid ko yan eh. Pero, we talk about yung, as you can see, Coach Miko Roldan, we were talking about yung improvement ng mga players. I just want to give, special shout out to our very own courtside sweetheart, Maris Victorio. Improvements ni Maris, ang laki na. So, Kita mo dati pag dinidistract ko, papaluin ako ang mikropono niyan eh.
Oo, ngayon, wala. It just shows na hindi lang players nag-grow dito sa SINAG Liga Asya. Pati yung mga hardworking...
Of course. Hindi. May isa akong kilalang hindi. Dalawa akong kilalang hindi mag-grow in terms of height.
Kilala ko na rin yun. Huwag na lang natin banggitin. Pero grabe look at that effort here from Matthew Kalilong denying the ball that time. And now, they're just up by 1 point dito ang NBS Slashers against LUID 1 Kapampangan.
Yes. And inuunti-unti ng NBS. Look at that
Oh
move!
my goodness! Mioma using his pivot there. Getting himself wide open without dribbling the ball, Enzo.
That looked like a Mamba move right there.
Yes.
The footwork was so perfect. And the finish with some English to that.
Yes, Mamba wearing number 77. And look at JR Elstrisimo also showing his footwork here and faking ability.
One thing that if you're LUID 1 Kapampangan, you have to be aware of JR Ilustrisimo can dominate at the post. But look at that beautiful move.
Against 3 defenders by CJ Buitison, unleashing his deadly display of footworks there. Grabe yung move na yun. Imagine mo, 3 NBS Slashers defenders. That's gonna be in his highlight, I'm pretty sure.
Eh, napakarami yan para dyan sa batang yan.
Oo. So again, he's one of the players who's also not just representing Philippines, but a different country in Asia.
Yes.
As you can see, head coach Britre Roma of NBS Slashers.
The legend himself, Coach Britre Roma, a multi-time champion.
Look at that. Oh, look at that drive! But rolls out for Randem Simbulan.
Oh! Grabe, pag-ere doon ni Kalilong.
Matthew Kalilong, kung may airness alaw sa Antipolo, Pilgrims, eto naman, grabe yung airness nito ni Matthew Kalilong.
Mas idol ko yung Ernest Alo.
And syempre, speaking of Antipolo, I just want everyone to know na one of the players of LUID 1 Kapampangan, si Nathaniel Manarang, ngayon ay galing Antipolo Pilgrims League, now playing for LUID 1 Kapampangan for head coach Jonathan Buwan.
We don't know that yet.
Yes.
He's on the lineup pero we haven't seen him. I don't see him ngayon. Let's see, di ba? Kasi galing siyang LUID 1 Kapampangan before. So, we don't know yet.
Yes, that's the news that I got from Direct Mike Nanad.
Oo, malaking development yan. If LUID 1 Kapampangan gains the services of Nathaniel Manarang, they get a shooter. But
Speaking
you know,
of shooter.
they get a yun nga nasabihin ko. Speaking of shooter, di ba? Matthew Kalilong.
Yes. Or actually, that was Alfonso Mikael
yes.
Roldan.
Mikael Roldan, nice name.
And look at that.
Wow!
Oh, taking all the way to the rim. Kid Estalilia with a floater. And this is a tight ball game. Look at the
Tight
hustle
defense
here
din.
for both teams right there. Pero left wide open. Kid Estalilia.
Did
Is
he
that
beat the
gonna count?
buzzer? Did he?
And our officials are already saying that that basket will count. So that is the end of the first quarter. This is a tied ball game, Enzo.
Yes, and it's because of the half-court trap nito LUID 1 Kapampangan. Early explosion galing dito sa NBS Tasha. Let's look at it.
Yes, clearly.
10.
Grabe.
Tenths of a second remaining.
Kid Estalilia beating the buzzer and ending the quarter with a tied ball game. That's why, as you can see there, good eyes from the officials. So yun nga, end of the first quarter. This is a tied ball game. All 25 ang score. SLA fans will be back after this.
Ganda ang view. May libre kang kape. Walang problema sa pagkain. May sarili kang mesa. Higit sa lahat, ang fresh mo pa. Walang MRT na kailangang habulin. Walang traffic na kailangang tisin. Kaya sige, tanggapin lang ang orders. Tanggapin lang ang bookings. Tanggapin lang ang racket. Kaya yan with Converge Home Base. For plans as low as 1,500 pesos per month, meron ka ng internet speed up to 200 Mbps. Make it big with Converge Home Base.
Welcome back, SLA fans, to the 2023 SINAG Liga Asya Born 2001 Cup. Again, this game is brought to you by Photon, the official mobility partner of SINAG Liga Asya, and at the same time, SCD Skincare, the official skincare partner of SINAG Liga Asya. Perfect care for your skin.
Yes, as we can see, Boss Jun Linogon and of course, Coach B-Boy in attendance. Nagsa-scout silang dalawa dito, ha?
Yes, dito between NBS Dashers and LUID 1 Kapampangan. Ay syempre, yun nga yung nangyari. Last game kasi, naglaro yung team nila, the J Project Boomers. The debuting J Project Boomers, that was their first game, but fell against the undefeated Pampanga Delta.
And can Pampanga go 3-0 dito sa araw na to, ha?
Oh,
But look at that drive by CJ Butison.
Yes, again, using his body to guard the ball there. Again, that's a high IQ level play there for CJ Butison.
And, you know, this kid, CJ Butison, never fails to impress ang mga kasinag natin dahil nga every time he steps on the floor, always a different dynamic he brings to the table. And kita mo ngayon, no? He's taking on the challenge of defending on the perimeter. You know, he's gotten stronger, he's gotten bigger in terms of his body. And then, you add that to how good and how well he knows how to, you know, put himself in good scoring positions, good scoring opportunities. At the same time, yung IQ niya to set the plays. This kid will be, you know, as you said nga, future of Philippine basketball.
Yes, one of the talaga. And yun nga, again, this is my first time seeing CJ Butison nung nag-start tayo sa SINAG Liga Asya. All throughout the game, as we take a look at this replay right now, look at that fake, a nice extra pass inside, and look at that, CJ Butison trying to make the NBS Dashers player dito na si Alfonso Roldan, make him earn from the free throw line instead of giving them an easy bucket.
Yes, and you know, one thing that CJ Butison also brings to the table is great character. If you look at the huddles ng LUID 1 Kapampangan, after magsalita ni Coach Jonathan Buwan, once they go, bago pa sila mag-go to the floor, he will also bring in his players, his teammates, magsasalita yan. He's a true leader. So that's why he is Mr. Everything for LUID 1 Kapampangan. Kasi the leadership, you know, pwede mo pang i-compare siya to a Chris Paul type of player because of his leadership role dito sa LUID 1 Kapampangan. That's how important he is. He is legitimately the heart and soul of this LUID 1 Kapampangan team.
And syempre, what I appreciate rin dito kay CJ Butison is his calmness every time he has the ball.
Yes.
He's not forcing any shots. He's playing the way he really plays basketball.
Tinan mo yun, no? Sobrang pasa pero parang swabe lang eh.
Yes. Kid with that was
Di mo alam kung titira niya, papasa ba niya eh.
I don't know, that was an awkward
Oh,
floater
good
by
move.
Kid Estalilia. But look at that guy right there, MJ Raimundo, fighting for the board there and sinking that one in a one-man wall, grabbing that precious rebound and the hoop and the harm after that shot. Grabs the board, gets the foul, and gets the bucket there for MJ Raimundo.
Grabe, the hustle of this kid cannot be replaced by anybody.
Yes.
Ibang klase eh. Whether he's a starter or he comes off the bench, he is always bringing the same energy, the same tenacity, the same intensity on the floor. Pure energy, 100% energy. And he reminds me of a player
Gary V?
from Cebu. Pwede rin. Actually, binigay namin yung nickname yung player na babanggitin ko, si Jeco Bangkale, who will play for Mapua very soon this season 99 ng NCAA. We dubbed si Jeco Bangkale Mr. Pure Energy, parang Gary V nga talaga. Pero ganun nakikita ko kay MJ Raimundo eh. So, if you're MJ Raimundo and you heard what I said, pretty sure one of these colleges, whether it's an NCAA team or a UAAP team, would love to have your services. Diba? Magagamit tong bata na to with the talent, yung sipag niya, and his ability to take on the challenge defensively.
Yes, and when you have a guy like that, like MJ Raimundo, who has the energy, you know, defensively and offensively, hindi lang yung stats yung mako-cover nun eh, but the boost mismo, the confidence that he's giving to his teammates mismo, he will affect those his teammates on the floor.
Yes, nakakahawa kasi talaga yun eh, di ba? Pag infectious energy, positive energy, good vibes nga kung sabihin ng mga gurus, di ba? Pero, you know, those energy type players is mahirap humanap ng gano'n na nakaka-infect.
Yes.
Kasi may iba, pure energy lang, pero hindi naman niya na-apektuhan yung other teammates niya, parang nakukulitan nga sila. Pero dito kay MJ Raimundo, he picks his spots well, and actually, mataas din basketball IQ niya. He can even play
Yes.
point guard if he needs to. Just like
Just
this, di ba?
that. Kaya on point Enzo, ha?
Thank you.
Taking guard right now.
Thank you,
Narinig ka na, MJ. Look at that. Passes it to JR Lustrissimo. The big guy muscling his way through. But no good that time. And there's a foul call by the officials.
I think there's a tip ni Soliano. So I think 2 free throws to. It is.
Oh. Yes, that is on Ezequiel Perez. So, 4-team foul na ang LUID 1 Kapampangan. And at the line dito, si Ruj Soliano.
And actually, interesting to note dito, Soliano was once coached by Coach Jonathan Buwan. So, may lineage yan. Nakapaglaro na yan before for LUID. So, he's playing against his former team and his former head coach. Diba? So, maybe a revenge game para dito kay Soliano.
Yes, last time medyo mababa yung numbers doon ni Ruj Soliano. Only scored 3 points. I imagine mo, shot 25% from the field. 1 out of 4.
Walang ganda kasi ng laro ni Banatikla at ni Joshua Baruelo nun eh. So, they didn't need Soliano's numbers. But good thing, di ba? One of your big men doesn't play well. The other two does. Di ba?
Yes.
And also, Yuri De Guzman pa pala. Maganda
Yes.
din laro ni Yuri.
Ang maganda doon is for NBS slashers, if the other player is not playing well, someone will really step up. Imagine mo, again, NBS slashers doesn't have the Zahali brothers right now. They're stepping up. Imagine, without the Zahali, they're up by 3 points in this ball game.
Totoo. And what more kung nandyan yung dalawa, di ba? With the high scoring, you know,
Zu Zahali
oo,
and
and then
with
yung facilitating ni Migs and yung leadership ni Migs Sahali, ibang klase yan. But, you know, so far, so good. Again, Coach Britre Roma, a genius coach. Alam niya nung ginagawa niya. Even though wala yung dalawang Sahali brothers, he's starting backward. But, you know, ito din naman LUID 1 Coach Jonathan Buwan, he knows his players, especially CJ Boitison, can turn up anytime. And as you said nga kanina, they have Nathaniel Manarang listed on their lineup. Although wala pa ngayon si Nathaniel Manarang. But once they have him, and they get the answer in a few weeks, I talked to the answer, sorry, muntik ko na ma-reveal yun. I talked to the answer, sabi niya, very, very soon, makikita na daw siya with LUID 1.
Oh, that's a
So,
good sign, ha?
2 shooters, 2 scorers will be added with guys like Dalus, si Daryl Garcia, diba? They're going to add to the dynamic na LUID 1. So, it just gets better and better as a SINAG fan.
And speaking of 2 shooters, 2 back three sa dalawang kupunan natin. First kay JC Pitalvero from downtown and Kevin Dalus answering back with the 3 of his own.
Bawian lang, di ba?
Oo.
Right back at you. Pero that bodes the favor of itong NBS kasi nga lamang sila.
And look at that.
Magpalitan. Oh, good rebound by Dalus.
Yes, Kevin Dalus, one of the smallest players on the court, getting that rebound. CJ thought about it.
He has that.
Oh, yes. But misses that time. Oh, good friendly roll, but no good that time. Battling for the board here. And ball went out of bounds. Ball stays with LUID 1 Kapampangan. Good effort for both teams, battling for the ball.
Parang volleyball yung laro dun sa sequence na yun,
Hey, look at that. JC Pitalvero, our shot of the game. Hatid sa inyo ng FinCotton, the official sneaker brand of SINAG Liga Asya. FinCotton, your local Filipino sneaker brand.
Yes, make moves with you ang FinCotton. Oh!
Wow! Soaring high! Up above, Daryl Garcia flying high to sink that one in.
He wanted to dunk that down. Look at this. Siya pa yung inbounder dun,
Yes, that's our power play of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Converge FiberX. Doble na, dinoble pa. And look at that leaping ability of Daryl Garcia.
Almost. If his hand was never hit, he would have threw that one down.
And ito, meron tayong report from our courtside reporter, Maris Victorio. Maris, take it away.
LUID 1 Kapampangan's head coach, Coach Jonathan, said ang tinatrabaho talaga nila ay defense at gusto niya makitaan ng hard work ang kanyang mga players. Sabi niya, slowly but surely stick to their game plan para makamit ang victory. Back to you, Enzo and Roy.
Thank you very much, Maris, for that second quarter report. As you can see here, LUID or NBS Slashers up by 1 point, and there was a whistle by the officials.
Yes, and actually, na-excite ako nung makakuha ni Daryl Garcia on the run. I thought we would see another dunk. Wala pa tayong dunk ngayong araw, di ba?
Oo. Medyo slow game.
Hindi naman.
Joke lang. Dahil wala lang dunk.
Wala lang dunk.
Wala lang dunk. Biro lang yan. And
Pero dunking is not everything, di ba? That's
Yes.
just 2 points pa rin naman at the end of the day sa
Oo
score.
naman.
But, you know,
syempre,
nakaka-excite pa rin.
iba pa rin kasi makakita ka talaga ng dunk, no? Like for example, minsan ginagawa ko rin yung para lang, alam mo, may makita yung mga tao na mag-dunk, makadunk man lang.
Saan sa maliit
NBA
na
2K.
ring?
Sa
Alam ko yung sa
NBA
maliit ng ring ng bata, yung sa SM, yung plastic yung ring.
Oh, minsan ganun, bumabantay sa akin yung 5-year-old na bata doon sa dinadakdakan ko.
Pati yun, pinatulan mo pa?
Sayang, posterize yun eh. Diba? Welcome to my highlight reel, young one.
Diyos ko. Teach
Pero
them young,
joke
ganun.
lang yun ha. Biro lang yun, Sinag fans.
Marinig ka ng magulang nun eh.
So, joke lang yun ha. Let's look at that. CJ Buetison. Wala pa siyang napapasok na 3-point shot dito ha.
Oh, but look at that speed, the MJ Raimundo.
Oh, the hoop and the harm.
Pinatikim niya dun kay CJ Buetison, oh. Mahilig kang sumabit ng foul. Oh, eto sa'yo, CJ. Using his body, using the same moves that CJ Buetison does to them. Look at that.
Yes, look at that drive of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Photon, the official mobility partner of SINAG Liga ASYA, the hoop and the harm, and one brilliance in display here for MJ Raimundo.
Grabe, what a battle between CJ Buetison and MJ Raimundo. But, you know, itong NBS slashers hanging their hats on team basketball. Dahil nga wala yung 1-2 punch nila, yung starting backcourt nila na sa Hali Brothers, Sue and Migs. You know, but they're playing good as a team, and that's the geniusness of Coach Brit Roma. He gets player 1 to player 15 ready every single game.
Yeah, so let's see. As you can see here, NBS Chris, that's why they're up by 4 points, ha? Pero good thing naman for LUID 1 Kapampangan, they're still hanging on against NBS Slasher, so anything can still happen in this ball game.
Oh, dikit pa lang. So if you're LUID 1, just make a couple of changes dito, here and there, and you're probably in the driver's seat if you want to. But then again, look at that defense nito ng NBS Slashers.
Yes.
Talagang walang open look for LUID eh.
And look at that alley-oop play there. That's a good dime from JC Fetalvero to Yuri de Guzman.
Great eye in the sky play. And like I said, itong NBS Slashers, they love to fill the lanes correctly. And that time, 2-on-1 na nangyari.
And look at that defense by NBS Slashers getting the steal. Look at that. MJ Raimundo left wide open. Easy bucket there for Raimundo.
What energy and what defense we're seeing from MJ Raimundo, trying to lead his team, trying to steer clear for his team to go back-to-back dito sa ating liga.
Yes, that's why they are now up by 8 points against LUID 1 Kapampangan with 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Look at that layup again from MJ Raimundo. And that's why they are up by 8 points. Our score 41-33. SLA fans, we'll be back after this.
Project Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
Welcome back, SLA. To follow our social media page at SINAG Liga ASYA on Instagram and on Facebook. Pati na rin ang napakabagong YouTube and TikTok natin, SINAG Liga TV. As we take a look, yung mga SLA fans natin live inside the One Arena here in Cainta, Rizal.
Those are probably parents ng mga players dito, di ba? So, you know, ganyan yung suporta na mararanasan sa SINAG Liga ASYA. Look at that. Sayang lang, hindi na finish.
Oh,
Ni Simbulan.
but Randev got hit in the head there by Cyrus Ferrer. So, buti, that's a good call by the officials.
But one of the things that LUID 1 needs to go back and do is, again, go to their set plays. Nangyayari kasi nagkanya-kanya na sila nung humigpit lang yung depensa dito ng NBS Slashers eh.
Yes.
What they have to do is get back to that offensive set that works so well. Yung mga DHO plays nila, mga ganon. You know, go back to that and then key in defensively. Natatalo sila sa energy netong NBS Slashers eh. And it's because it's led by Raimundo's energy. That's why. But, you know, ibang klase talaga yung energy netong NBS Slashers. LUID 1 needs to at least level up their energy to the same level netong NBS Slashers or even mas angatan pa nila para makalamang sila dito sa laro.
Yes, and look at that play here as Raimundo will take it all the way to the rim. Too strong on the layup. Offensive rebound by NBS Slashers as Raimundo misses the 3-point
Pero kanya
shot.
pa rin.
Oh,
Yun
nice.
lang.
Oh, nakuha lang yung bola doon. Look at
2-on-1.
that. Randems. Oh, good fake by Randem Simbulan. And napatawag ng timeout dito si head coach Britre Roma right after that play.
Yes, and that was a textbook defensive stop galing dito sa LUID 1 Kapampangan, and also a textbook fake right there by Randem Simbulan. Nabura si Cyrus Ferrer sa equation na yun.
Yes, look at that. Randem Simbulan with that strong finish to the rim. Our score 41-36 with 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Sobrang bilis ba? Iyan ang bilis ng FiberX. Iyan ang internet.
Ako si Richie Melesio para sa SINAG Liga ASYA 40. Laban ka?
Welcome back, SLA fans, to the 2023 SINAG Liga ASYA Born 2001 SINAG Cup. As you can see here, LUID 1 Kapampangan still trailing by 5 points against dito sa NBS Slashers. So they really need to step up to bounce back here in this ball game.
Yes, and started really well kanina, but then they fell flat because of Raymundo's energy, diba? But you know, one of the things that etong NBS Slashes is doing really well is countering everything LUID 1 wants to do. Parang lagi silang may pang-kontra sa ginagawa ng LUID 1. Let's see if they have another counter right here, as si Kalilong binalik sa laro.
Yes, Kalilong back for head coach Britre Roma on the floor. And JR Ilustrisimo as well. JR boulder his way through. A great defense there. And the 3-point miss for Alex Pangilinan. Oh, nice pass. But great cover defense there. Another great inside pass, but too strong on the finish.
Ang daming point-blank misses netong LUID 1, and that might haunt them towards the end game dito.
Yes, if they keep that up, pero yun ang kailangan ayusin ni Jamie Lopez. Ang gaganda ng mga setup play doon ni Randem Simbulan kay Jamie, pero sumasablang lang si Jamie. Look at that drive, almost an end one. But Darrell Garcia will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
He did not settle for an outside jumper. He was free. He could have taken that 3-point shot but decided to go closer dahil nga hindi ganun kaganda yung 3-point shooting nila sa larong ito. Great decision by Darrell Garcia. It's all about knocking down the free throws right now.
And yun nga, speaking of, knocks down the first one. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 here. As again, LUID 1 Kapampangan are now 2-1 in this tournament. Meanwhile, for NBS Slashers, they're looking to get their second win here in this tournament as they are 1-2 here. And Yuri de Guzman will take his break right now for head coach Britre Roma. And look at the ball pressure dito ng LUID 1 Kapampangan.
Ibang klase, di ba? Pero yun nga, NBS has a counter. Kasi nga small ball line na ginagawa nila, but Baruelo, good attack. Sayang lang, hindi niya na-finish.
And JR Ilustrisimo with the fake, with the take. And fishing for a foul there, JR Ilustrisimo.
Pasabit no? Alam niya paano gamitin yung up fake na yun and also position his body well to create some contact. Same thing that CJ Buitison does. You know, si JR Ilustrisimo, you know, his offensive game has grown so much from the first time I saw him. The only thing na nawawala sa kanya ngayon is yung facilitating niya, and ba't na naman kailangan mo mag-facilitate when you have guys like Mig Sahali, MJ Raymundo, and itong si Matthew Kalilong, di ba? You already have 3 floor generals there. So he's now relegated to a post player, di ba? Mga ganun siya, post player, create your offense at the post, a rebounder. Hindi na niya kailangan maging all-around player. He can do more with this less ngayon sa role niya.
Yes. As you can see there, JR Ilustrisimo with the rebound. Look at that.
Good
Alex
fake.
Pangilinan. Oh, in and out. As Kalilong gets the board, passes to JR. JR boulderizing his way through. Oh,
Good
nice
pass.
pass. But again, another strong shot, this time for Joshua Baruelo. Oh, God, Daryl Garcia tipping that one in for LUID 1 Kapampangan.
Grabe yung athletic ability dito ni Daryl Garcia. But sorry, miss kanina for Joshua Baruelo. Ang ganda na ng pasa nito ni Illustrisimo. I was talking about his passing ability. Di ba pinakita niya? Sayang lang, hindi niya na-make.
And this time, our official calls a foul. That's going to be on Ezequiel Perez as we take a look at this replay right now. Nice fake, nice take. But tips it in for Daryl Garcia.
That's why you assume every shot is a miss, di ba?
Yes. Just shows na handa ka agad eh. Because in-assume niya tumalong ka agad siya and sakto yung talbog ng bola sa kanya. Sakto rin yung tip in doon ni Daryl Garcia. Now they're just trailing by just 2 points, ha?
But, you know, if you're NBS, you have to finish this quarter strong. Medyo nawawala ulit kayo. Kagaya nung nangyari kaninang second or nung first quarter towards the tail end. Kaya nakahabol yung LUID kasi bigla kayong nag-relax. NBS needs to be aware of that.
Now, look at this. LUID 1 Kapampangan setting up a play. Kid has the ball. Uses that Vin screen. Kid will pull up. Oh, no good that time. And our official calls a foul away from the ball. And
Pangilinan ba?
is that
Illustrisimo daw.
gonna be on JR?
They say it is. So pag-box out daw niya dito kay Vince Muldong.
And JR Lustrisimo was not happy with that call. Actually, kind of overreacted that time eh.
Look at the foul situation, Rowie. Itong NBS slashes are already in the penalty. Pero LUID 1 Kapampangan, wala pang team foul. I don't think that's correct. Ano, penalty na pareho. I think the monitor dito sa taas na, ano, no, naka-zero eh. Pero penalty na dun sa table officials. Kaya nagulat ako. Totoo ba to? Kaka-free, sabi ko kanina, kaka-free throw lang nito ni Illustrisimo.
Oh, yun
Parang
nga.
nangyari yun.
So, feeling ko both teams are in the penalty.
Yes. I think they really are. I think ito lang, scoreboard lang sa taas. I think it's malfunctioning a little bit.
Yes.
But nonetheless, both teams are in the penalty. So, one team needs to take advantage. And I think it's NBS with that drive ni Matthew Calilo.
Right on cue. Kasi yun nga yung maganda eh. What both teams can do. Again, this is a tied ball game. 1 point lang lamang dito ng NBS, Chris. Both teams are in the penalty. So what you can do is drive, fish for fouls, and then sink in those free throws habang nakatigil yung oras.
Yes, and, you know, knock down your free throws if
Yun ang
you're either
importante.
one of these teams. Kasi walang bisa yung atake ka lang na atake tapos nafa-foul ka na nafa-foul if you don't hit your free throws. That's how
Yes.
important those are. And also for these teams, cut down the turnovers. Medyo napaparami na turnovers nilang dalawa. It's because nagmamadali sila, maybe. And maybe din na maganda talaga sobra yung depensa ng kabilang oponan. But, you know, it's for NBS, this is the pace that they want. Fast-paced game, takbuhan. It favors them, especially with their energy.
Yes, and yun guys, speaking of free throws, look at the free throws dito ng dalawang kupunan natin ngayon. For NBS Slashers, in their last game, last time against Laguna Datslav x EOZ, they shot 50% from the free throw line, 10 out of 20. While dito naman for LUID 1 Kapampangan against Pampanga Delta, they shot 50% as well, 5 out of 10. So both teams are 50% from the free throw line in their last game, ha?
Yes. Pantay na pantay, di ba?
Kaya grabe, tight ball game. And another, oh, was that a double foul? I believe that's a double foul. That's gonna be on Kid Estalilla. Oh,
Holding foul.
holding
lang daw.
foul on Kid Estalilla rather. I thought kasi nakita ko yung referee nag-signal ng double foul. Pero yun nga, foul on Kid Estalilla kasi we got tangled there with JR Lustrisimo. And since nasa penalty na, ang LUID 1 Kapampangan, JR Lustrisimo will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Let's see if he can make both.
Oh, in and out for JR Illustrisimo. Ito nga yung pinag-uusapan natin ngayon lang. Enzo, hit those free throw jumpers, or free throw shots rather.
Yes. Diba kasi nga, towards the end game, those point blank misses, those missed free throws will haunt this team. Lalo na kapag natapos sila ron, 1 possession or 2 possession game lang, diba?
It just shows na kung ganun nga yung nangyari, kung na-sink in ko lang yung... Oh, that's a good pass from Kid Estalilla to Randem Simbulan. And napatime out doon si head coach Britre Roma after that time. Oh, kaya nga, look at this replay right here. Kid Estalilia, that's our assist of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng J Project Loading Shop, makers of quality uniform.
Great drop pass by Kid Estalilia through 2 defenders. And then Simbulan libre-libre. He found him perfectly for that easy 2 points. Down by 1 na lang. Eto. And LUID 1 Kapampangan.
And up by 1 point ang NBS Slashers with 37 seconds remaining. And naayos na yung scoreboard. And, yung shot clock natin. And so, both teams nga are in the penalty na with 37 seconds remaining. So, let's see if anong mga plays dito na nila head coach Jonathan Buwan of LUID 1 Kapampangan for head coach Brit Roma naman for NBS Slashers.
Yes, at parang may sineset up dito na camera view.
Ayun na nga yung camera view. Nako, eto ipopost ko na to direct. Maraming salamat sa screen time. Nakita natin si Mariz. Medyo malungkot habang may ka-text siya.
Nakulangan ka pa sa screen time mo kaninang pregame? Nakulangan ka pa doon?
Pero yun nga. Ay, ito timestamp ko ulit. Second quarter, 37 seconds. Yan, para at least mahanap ko
Mamaya
agad.
halftime, meron ka ding screen time.
Gusto ko yung in-game para ano, di ba? So, grabe, maraming salamat, Kuya John, for the screen time.
Hindi ko alam kung sino may AD, ano? Si John ba o si Direk Nomar?
Baka si Direk Nomar. Alam niya kasi, uy, para ma-story ulit tayo ni Ron. Joke lang.
May IG ba si Direk Nomar?
Hindi ko alam. Ay, yung ano ata, Nomar_QT. Yun ata.
Cooking ka.
Joke lang.
Cooking ka.
Joke lang.
Okay lang yan. Hindi
Okay.
na kailangan ng ganun. Nandito ka na eh.
Pero kidding aside, look at that. 3-point lead in favor of NBS Slashers.
Oh, what a play!
Pero
Sayang.
too short on that time. Pero look at the hustle of Randem Simbulan. 5
Abot pa.
seconds. 3 seconds. And draws a foul.
On the last second, fumaul patong si Ferrer to prevent Matthew Calilong from having a straight line drive. I thought that possession by LUID 1 was rushed a little bit. It was too early. They could have held for the final shot of the half. But instead, they opted to go for a highlight play, the eye in the sky play. Sayang lang, hindi na finish ni Randib Simbulan. Naging short lang.
Yes. And yun nga, dahil doon, again, penalty ng LUID 1 Kapampangan. Matthew Calilong will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And at the same time, that was an okay foul, I think. Kasi, again, make them earn from the free throw line.
Well, yes, pero yun nga, if you're LUID,
Yun.
medyo lalaki yung bigla yung kalamangan netong NBS Slashers. But luckily for them, as you said nga, nagminti si Calilong, di ba?
Oo, pero let's see if we can go 1 for 2 here. Yun nga, 1 for 2 with 1.59 seconds remaining. Throws it up! And off the first half, our score 47-43. 4 points ang lamang dito ng NBS Slashers kontra sa LUID 1 Kapampangan in our main event.
Yes, it's the energy, especially led by MJ Raimundo right here for NBS Slashers on both ends, defensively and offensively. And guys like JC Fitalvero, Yuri De Guzman, yung si Matthew Calilong, they're stepping up big time in the absence of Zoo and Mig Sahali. But if you're LUID 1, this is just a 4-point lead. Still manageable at the half. Fix some things dito, and you'll be back within this ball game in no time.
Yeah, so let's see if anong adjustments nila head coach Jonathan Buwan of LUID 1 Kapampangan. Bounce back in the second half, pero that's the end of the first half. Our score 47-43, 4-point lead in favor of NBS Slashers kontra sa LUID 1 Kapampangan. So SLA fans, we'll have a halftime break. We'll be back after this.
Hello mga kasinag, Enzo Galarosa po ng SINAG Liga Asya. At andito po tayo sa Barangay Tangos South in Navotas City para sa second installment ng SINAG Saya. Halina't subaybayan ang aming journey dito para magpasaya at mag-inspire ng mga kabataan dito sa Barangay Tangos.
Malaking bagay po ito kasi unang-una yung mga ibang kabataan, yung mindset nila nasa basketball, hindi sa mga sugal, saan man bating bagay. Kaya itong ang pagbabasketball sport natin ay napakalaking bagay po.
Matangkilik po natin ang paglalaro ng basketball, maiwasan po ang mga masasamang gawain para maging maganda patuloy na paglalaro.
At yan po mga kasinag, dyan po nagtatapos ang ating ikalawang installment ng Sinag Saya dito sa Barangay Tangos, Navotas City. Tutok lang po kayo sa aming mga social media accounts at Sinag Liga Asya sa Facebook and Instagram kung saang barangay kami susunod na magpapasaya. Only here at Sinag Liga Asya.
The fastest growing fiber internet got even faster. Again! Dahil ang doble na, di noble pa. Converge Fiber X Plan 1.5 from 100 Mbps is now 200 Mbps. Doble ulit ang bilis, doble ulit ang sulit. If you're an existing subscriber, automatic upgrade ito. And if you want to make it permanent, just agree to our new terms and conditions. As simple as that, no new application, and it's absolutely free. New Converge Fiber X Plan 1.5. Ang dobleng sulit, new offers from Converge. Doble na, di noble pa.
Ako si Romel David para sa Sinag Lakas 40. Ikabang ka?
J Project Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
Ako si Ronald Tubid, Sinag Liga 40. Laban ka?
Maganda ang view. May libre kang kape. Walang problema sa pagkain. May sarili kang mesa. Higit sa lahat, ang fresh mo pa. Walang MRT na kailangang habulin. Walang traffic na kailangang tisin. Kaya sige, tanggapin lang ang orders. Tanggapin lang ang bookings. Tanggapin lang ang racket. Kaya yan with Converge Home Base. For plans as low as 1,500 pesos per month, meron ka ng internet speed up to 200 Mbps. Make it big with Converge Home Base.
Ako si CJ Beautyson. Abangan ang Team 1 LUID 1 Kapampangan sa Sinag Liga Asya.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Ako si Richie Melesio para sa Sinag Liga 40. Laban ka?
Sobrang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
Ako si CJ Delpino. Abangan ang Pampanga Pradera sa Sinag Liga Asya.
It's time to dominate! With its built-in high prioritization feature, yes! Charge into battle with low latency. Yes! And get into the race with low jitter. Yes! Apply for a game changer plan now and experience great gaming with FiberX.
Ako si Ronald Santos para sa Sinag Liga 40.
Game na!
Determinasyon, sipag, puso, pangarap ang puhunan, talento ang labanan, umaatikabong bakbakan. Mga laro ay tutukan. Game na!
Ako si Richie Melesio para sa SINAG Lakas 40. Laban ka?
Ako si Parley Dimla. Abangan ang Team LUID 1 Kapampangan sa SINAG Liga Asya.
Hello mga kasinag, Enzo Galarosa po ng SINAG Liga Asya at andito po tayo sa Barangay Tangos South in Navotas City para sa second installment ng SINAG Saya. Halina't subaybayan ang aming journey dito para magpasaya at mag-inspire ng mga kabataan dito sa Barangay Tangos.
Malaking bagay po ito kasi unang-una, yung mga ibang kabataan, yung mindset nila nasa basketball, hindi sa mga sugal, saan man bating bagay. Kaya itong ang pagbabasketball sport natin ay napakalaking bagay po.
Matangkilik po natin ang paglalaro ng basketball, may iwasan po ang mga masasamang gawain para maging maganda patuloy na paglalaro.
At yan po mga kasinag, dyan po nagtatapos ang ating ikalawang installment ng SINAG Saya dito sa Barangay Tangos, Navotas City. Tutok lang po kayo sa aming mga social media accounts at SINAG Liga Asya sa Facebook and Instagram kung saang barangay kami susunod na magpapasaya. Only here at SINAG Liga Asya.
The fastest growing fiber internet got even faster. Again! Dahil ang doble na, di noble pa. Converge Fiber X Plan 1.5 from 100 Mbps is now 200 Mbps. Doble ulit ang bilis, doble ulit ang sulit. If you're an existing subscriber, automatic upgrade ito. And if you want to make it permanent, just agree to our new terms and conditions. As simple as that, no new application, and it's absolutely free. New Converge Fiber X Plan 1.5. Ang dobleng sulit, new offers from Converge. Doble na, di noble pa!
Ako si Romel David para sa SINAG Lakas 40. Ikabang ka?
J Project Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
Ako si Ronald Tubid, SINAG Liga 40. Laban ka?
Maganda ang view. May libre kang kape. Walang problema sa pagkain. May sarili kang mesa. Higit sa lahat, ang fresh mo pa. Walang MRT na kailangang habulin. Walang traffic na kailangang tisin. Kaya sige, tanggapin lang ang orders. Tanggapin lang ang bookings. Tanggapin lang ang racket. Kaya yan with Converge Home Base. For plans as low as 1,500 pesos per month, meron ka ng internet speed up to 200 Mbps. Make it big with Converge Home Base.
Ako si CJ Beautison. Abangan ang Team 1 LUID 1 Kapampangan sa SINAG Liga Asya.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Ako si Richie Melesio para sa SINAG Lakas 40. Laban ka?
Sobrang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
Ako si CJ Delpino, abangan ang Pampanga Pradera sa SINAG Liga Asya.
It's time to dominate! With its built-in high prioritization feature, charge into battle with low latency. Yes! Get into the race with low jitter. Yes! Apply for a game changer plan now and experience great gaming with FiberX.
Ako si Rodi Santos para sa SINAG Lakas 40. Game na!
Determinasyon, sipag, puso, pangarap ang puhunan, talento ang labanan, umaatikabong bakbakan. Mga laro ay tutukan. Game na!
Welcome back, SLA fans, to the 2023 SINAG Liga Asya Born 2001 SINAG Cup, and we hope you enjoyed that halftime break. And during our halftime, our score 47-43, 4-point lead in favor of NBS Slasher. So Enzo, what a great game that we have today coming into the second half. Pero eto, before that pala, nakalimutan ko yung pakilala ulit. Nagbabalik ang EWI. Tandem nyo today, Rowy Sacote and Enzo Galarosa. Ayan, nakapangiti na kagad si Enzo. Seryoso ka pa.
Sira mo plano ko eh.
Siyempre. Pero yun nga, what a great game that we have today between these two teams right here. NBS Slashers kontra dito sa LUID 1 Kapampangan. They are up by 4 points against their competitor, LUID 1 Kapampangan. Anong ginagawa ng NBS Slashers? That's where they're up by 4 points.
Well, they're protecting the 3-point line well, holding LUID 1 Kapampangan to just one 3-point conversion in the entire first half. And they're also holding it on LUID 1 Kapampangan to minimal second chance points kahit ang dami ng offensive rebounds. Napakababa ng field goal shooting ng parehong koponan dito, but it's still leading the way para dito sa NBS Slashers is their energy and defensive tenacity. Napakaganda ng depensa nila being led by this kid. Itong si MJ Raimundo on both ends. He actually is the leading scorer for both of the teams with 14 points. In the defense, ibang klaseng depensa nilalaro nito ni MJ Raimundo, especially in that first half.
Yes, not just 14 points but also 4 rebounds. At syempre, yung hindi malalagay natin sa stats, the energy that he brings in dito for the NBS, the entire NBS Slashers with the absence of the two Sahali brothers, Zoo and Mig Sahali. And daw, yun nga ang question natin kanina, who will take over? It's this guy right here, MJ Raimundo.
Yes, napakaganda nga na pag-takeover niya, especially in that second period kung saan kinailangan talaga siya ng NBS Slashers kasi inuunti-unti sila nito LUID 1 Kapampangan. Look at the field goal story natin dito. 43% for NBS. That's good enough for the lead dito kasi nga they're holding LUID 1 Kapampangan to just 34% from the field and 7% from the three-point line. They're out-rebounding itong LUID 1 by only 2 rebounds. And the assist department lamang ang LUID 1 by 2 points. Pero sa turnover story, mas maraming turnovers ang na-force netong LUID 1 Kapampangan.
So let's see kung anong gagawin dito ng LUID 1 Kapampangan to bounce back here in this ball game. And yun nga, I'm very excited dito sa second half natin, Enzo.
Yes, and especially one guy is really exciting. Etong laro natin, and that's MJ Raymundo, scoring 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and the energy and tenacity on both ends of the floor. Ang dami niya na-force na turnovers, ang dami niyang na-force na miscues, challenging a lot of shots, and in transition, that is where he lives talaga. In the open floor, this kid is tough to stop.
Yes, so let's see if he can maintain his momentum coming into the second half as we take a look at his leading scorers for LUID 1 Kapampangan, CJ Buitison with 12, Kid Estalilla and Radeb Simbulan both has 7 points, and Kyle Perez with 5. Meanwhile, for NBS Slashers, MJ Raymundo with 14, JC Fitalvero with 8, and both Yuri de Guzman and Matthew Calilong both has 6 points. So again, this is going to be the start of the third quarter here in our main event for day number 6 dito lang sa SINAG Liga ASYA 2001 SINAG Cup.
And this is interesting to note, Rowie. Outside of CJ Buitison, no player for LUID 1 Kapampangan is shooting more than 50%. CJ Buitison's shooting 62%. The rest is shooting below 45% from the field. But that's a good way to start your second half, knocking down a 3-point shot for Kid Estalilla.
Yes, good start here for LUID 1 Kapampangan. Right off the bat, wala pang 30 seconds dito sa third quarter.
But that's just their second 3-point conversion dito. And look at that, ang ganda ng seal dito ni MJ Raymundo. Sealing Garcia down low, kung saan iikot na lang siya to score. And Garcia had no choice but to hold to him and foul him para ma-prevent the easy 2 points.
Yes, as you can see there, that's the first team foul. And look at that shot there, forcing his shot. And that's a good defense by Daryl Garcia.
Again, di ba, ang ganda ng seal na naman ni Raymundo, but better defense that time by Garcia, meeting him at the rim.
Kid will shoot a 3.
Back to back.
Oh, airballs the shot.
Look at that, NBS trying to push the ball every chance they can get dito. They really want to speed up the pace of this ball game kasi it favors them despite losing Mig Sahali and Zu Sahali dito sa laro. They're speeding up the pace. Look at that seal again and perfect pass. Galing dito kay Banatikla, a roll reversal. It's normally the guard passing to a big man who's sealing down low. Dito, roll reversal. Banatikla nagbigay, the big, giving it to the guard who's sealed down low.
Yes, 2 MJs connecting MJ Banatikla with that pass to MJ Raymundo. So grabe pasahan ng dalawang MJs doon.
Mark Justin to Marvin James yung pasahan.
Yes, and first attempt is good for MJ Raymundo. MJ Raymundo 2 out of 2 during the first half. This now 3 for 3.
Yes, and na 16 points na siya in this ball game. Gunning for back-to-back 20-point performances dito sa ating liga. I mean, this kid is just performing at a high level and you know, his energy is unmatchable for LUID 1.
Oh, good defense there for NBS Slashers. 3 defenders. Yung bumantay doon kay Ezekiel Perez.
Easy basket yun for Fitalvero, and then the landing spot foul pa nabigay dito ni Perez.
Yes, and one and the
Lopez
bucket there for JC Fitalvero.
In threes talaga niya gustong score, no?
Oh.
First half, 2 tres, pinakawalan. Ngayon, 3-point play naman ginawa niya for the power play of the quarter, Rowie.
Yes, atin sa inyo ng Converge FiberX. Doble na, dinoble pa. Experience better with Converge FiberX. Yan, ang internet. And now, JC Fitalvero, let's see if he can convert this 3-point play. Ayun nga, converts it. So, grabe yung free throw percentage dito ng NBS Slashers.
Yes, but yun nga lang, they've missed 10 already from the free throw line. They're now 25. 15 out of 25. Samantalang ito, LUID 1 is shooting 8 out of 13 from the free throw line. But this is one of the reasons why lamang sila. The defense and yung energy. Look at that! Against 3 white shirts.
Yes, that's a hustle rebound for MJ Raymundo. Pero yun nga lang, hindi pumasok yung tira doon, MJ.
Grabe, no? Ibang klase nilalaro nito ni MJ Raymundo. Now 5 rebounds in the game.
And that's going to be a traveling violation call on Kid Estalilla. Good defensive stop here for NBS Slashers,
And this is one thing. They've started off strong ulit no second quarter, but towards the end, dun sila bumitaw. Can they sustain this for the entirety of the quarter para makaalagwa na sila? Kasi towards the end of the quarter, bigla na lang sila nagkakaroon ng maraming turnovers, maraming missed shots, maraming miscues. Kaya nakakahabol bigla yung LUID dito eh.
And yun nga, 3-point naman on the other end for AM Roldan.
What a shot dito by Alfonso Roldan. And that gives NBS a 9-point lead dito, the biggest of this ball game.
Yes. And CJ, again, LUID 1 Kapampangan still looking to start a run here as that's a wide open Vince Muldong but misses that time.
Look at the energy ng Raymundo.
Oh, a sorry miss there for Jamie Lopez. And look at that, Raymundo. Nice strip by Kid Estalilla. Kid, nice fake. Passes it to CJ. And that's going to be an end one play for CJ Buitison. The bucket and the bonus. That's an end one delight for Mr. Everything, CJ Buitison. As we take a look at this replay right here.
Good drop off by Kid Estalilla. And look at the strength of CJ Buitison. Yuri De Guzman is not a small kid.
Yes.
Malaking bata yan si Yuri De Guzman. And CJ Buitison just barrels through him like nothing.
Grabe. And yun nga, again, the calmness of CJ Buitison every time he's on the floor. Parang hindi siya nararattle, eh, no?
Oo. And yung focus niya, diba, to still be able to get a quality shot after that heavy contact ni Yuri De Guzman.
And ano gusto ko, contained yung emotions niya. Usually, different players, if nakakuha ng ganong end-to-one play against, imagine mo, the bigger, or one of the big guys of NBS slashers na si Yuri De Guzman, magfe-flex sila, they're gonna shout. Pero kay CJ, parang wala lang eh. Parang normal day lang.
Stone face lang talaga, no? Parang Kawhi Leonard, di ba?
Oo.
Oh, good strip right there by Kid.
And good pass from CJ Lopez. That's an easy bucket there for Jamie Lopez.
And the LUID 1 slowly clamping down on defense. Nawawala ang NBS bigla dito because ito nga, sinasabi ko eh, LUID 1 needs to match that energy na binibigay ng NBS dito or even go a level above them para makabalik and also makalamang dito. And look at that, they get another stop.
Yes, this time naman, Yuri De Guzman. Oh, ball goes to NBS Slashers. Hindi lang nakuha doon ni Ezekiel Perez yung bola.
Perez tried to do the right thing and pass it off already to sa mga nauuna. But then, merong Yuri De Guzman that has the a bit long arms para makuha yung bola na yun, yung bounce pass. But then, hindi nila na-regain kasi nga natapik nila from Yuri. But, you know, LUID 1, as of the last 3 possessions, have already stopped itong NBS.
Oh, look at that move. Powerful move there. That's a big man move for MJ Banatikla.
Big man na big man talaga, di ba? Oh, put him on an island, go one-on-one, MJ Banatikla. Hard to stop. You know, this kid went one-on-one with Kevin Santos and even won a couple of those battles.
Grabe. Against tall Kevin Santos, ha?
Tall and experienced, athletic pa. And yet he was able to win a couple of those battles with Kevin. One-on-one battles yun, ha?
Yes.
Look at that.
Big man move there. That's our drive of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng photo. The official mobility partner of SINAG Liga ASYA. Kayang-kaya sa photo. And sabi ni MJ, kayang-kaya ko yung defender na yun. That's why he sings that one in.
Enka. Grabe. For Banatikla. But yun nga yung kayang gawin itong NBS slashers eh. They can go to the post to Banatikla and dominate. And then, pag nilabas mo yung Banatikla, you have JR Illustrissimo off the bench. They got those post presence right there on the floor. Etong LUID 1, I haven't seen a lot of post-up plays from them. It's mostly dribble handoffs ang ginagawa nila from top of the key. Doon pumipwesto yung big man or kickouts galing dito sa mga guards nila.
And look at that defense by Randeb Simbulan. Kid. Randeb with the board. Randeb. Oh, nice steal by Raymundo. Stealing the ball and stealing the show for MJ Raymundo.
18 big points for MJ Raymundo. The defense to offense, ibang klaseng ginagawa niya sa hapon at sa gabing ito actually.
And look at that. Again, fishing for a foul dito si CJ Buitison, ha?
He's doing the right thing, trying to draw fouls, get itong NBS ulit to early penalty. But look at this steal by Raymundo.
Yes, our fast break of the game. Atid sa inyo ng photo and the official mobility partner of SINAG Liga ASYA. Kayang-kaya sa photo.
Bilis eh.
Oo.
Slow mo, bilis pa rin eh.
Oh, parang 60 kilometers per hour. So, legal pa rin naman. Hindi pa overspeeding.
Makakabangga ka pa rin kahit paano sa 60. Sa traffic dito.
Oo.
Nakabangga ka eh.
Siyempre, kahit nga 10 lang.
Oo, minsan, di ba? Pag hindi ka nakatingin.
And look at that. Calm and collected at the free throw line. CJ Butison sinking those 2 free throws.
And they need to shoot well from the free throw line dahil nga everything is being controlled by NBS. Yung fouls lang talaga hindi makontrol ng NBS dito eh.
Look at that. JC Fitalvero taking point here. Gives it to Raimundo. Raimundo looking. Oh, nice steal. Or a counter. Hindi pala na steal. Raimundo kicks it to the left corner. That's a 3-point shot. But that basket will not count as there was an offensive foul call. That's on Joshua Barawelo.
Trying to, give a brush screen doon para malibre itong si Roldan. But it was before the shot. That's why nullified basket yun. Sayang yun if you're NBS. Kasi, malaki na sana ulit yung kalamangan nyo. It goes back to 8. But, it's still down. Still up by 5 pa rin if you're NBS. Don't let that call bother you.
Yes.
Wide open.
CJ Butison misses again.
Now 0 for 4 na siya from 3-point land.
Yes. Wala pa siyang 3-point shot dito sa ball game na to, ha?
Yes.
MJ looking, uses that Yuri screen. Oh. MJ, nice pass inside, but a great steal by Randev Simbulan, and there's gonna be a foul call.
And penalty na itong NBS.
Yes, that's gonna be a foul call on Alfonso Roldan.
Like I said, NBS prone to fouls. Kaya nga nakakabalik itong LUID 1 Kapampangan kasi magtaas ang free throw shooting percentage na itong LUID 1. And they're capitalizing every time na mapapa-early penalty itong NBS.
And now, at the line dito, si Kid Estalilla. So, penalty na ang NBS Slashers. Meanwhile naman, for LUID 1 Kapampangan, they already have 3 team fouls.
Yun nga eh. Diba? Early penalty at the 6-minute mark kanina, penalty na nakalagay dun sa board nitong ng NBS Slashers. Now, it's up to LUID 1 Kapampangan to capitalize on these opportunities. So far, so good kasi nga napuputol nila yung kalamangan.
Yes, trailing by just 4 points here in this ball game. And good defense here. Pero grabe abilib ako dito sa pasa ng NBS Slashers as there's a good layup there for CJ Butison.
Down by 2 na lang sila.
Oo, 2 points na lang lamang dito ng NBS Slashers, ha?
Look at that defense by JC.
JC hustling. Kid kicks it back to
That's
JC.
his shot.
They outsend for 3. Oh, in and out. CJ Butison. But there's a call by the officials against CJ Butison that time.
Is it on Butison? It is.
Yes.
Pushing foul ang pinito kay CJ Butison.
Oh, his 3rd personal foul already in this ball game.
Ay bagay yun. Let's see sa replay. The outsend, that's his shot talaga. But he hasn't shot well from the tournament. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
the right arm niya.
Yes. Natamaan yung mukha doon ni Alfonso Roldan, ha?
Although there was contact sa follow-up niya, but nauna yung tulak niya kay Roldan bago yung contact sa tiro niya.
Yes, so good call by the officials that time, ha? 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Ilustrísimo. MJ finds
Wide
JC.
open.
That's his spot. No good. Oh, JR Ilustrísimo, the hoop and the harm.
Much needed basket for NBS Slashers. Ditong ginawa ni JR Ilustrísimo. Open look na sana for Petalvero. Misses badly. But andun, Ilustrísimo not giving up on the play. Putting it up and in over the outstretched arms of Kyle Perez.
Yes, taking the hit and still getting the score for JR Ilustrísimo. And there's going to be a substitution for head coach Jonathan Buwan.
Errol Torres, pinasok na. Ni Coach
Yes.
Jonathan Buwan dito. Trying to look for a spark coming off the bench.
Yes, Errol Torres only played like less than 5 minutes during the first half, ha?
Oo. Kaya let's see if Errol can inject some life dito sa LUID 1. Especially in this 0 minutes na walang CJ Buitison on the floor. They need some production from everyone.
And look at that. Wide open. This time, it's good for JC Ausen from downtown.
Much needed basket right there for JC Ausen. You know, kailangan na kailangan nila yung production niya. His shooting is much needed dahil nga it spaces the floor for LUID 1.
Oh, this time an end one play on the other end naman for Alfonso Micael Roldan.
Grabe, di ba? Scorer talaga tong si Roldan. Kita mo how simple that floater looked despite the contact. But let's look at this 3-point shot by JC Ausen.
Yes, JC Ausen splashes it home from beyond the arc, and on the other end, look at that drive, getting the hoop and the harm for Micael Roldan.
Counted daw, sabi niya. Kita mo
Oh.
sa niya. So,
Siya na mismo nagsabi.
alam na niya eh.
Kulang-
Counted.
Oh. Look at that. Natawa ako doon kay Kevin Dalus, ha. Trying to distract doon si Micael Roldan.
It worked, di ba? Nagmintis siya.
It worked.
Wide open.
Oh, but tried to drive it cross-court pass. JC Ausen kicks it. Oh, wide open Kevin Dalus. This time from downtown after that pass from JC Ausen.
Ito na yung shooting na LUID 1 starting to click. They've now hit 3 in this quarter alone after only hitting 1 in the first half. So
yes,
this is what NBS did not want. LUID 1 getting hot from the 3-point land.
and look at that ball movement. Left wide open. Cyrus. No good that time. Good box out doon, ha. Kay Errol Torres.
Look at the outs and go.
Errol fakes. Errol gives it to Randeb. Randeb, that was a tough shot.
Pero kanila pa rin.
Oh. Pass it to Ausen. The Ausen will shoot a 3. No good. Kalilong. Kalilong will drive. This time it's good for Matthew Kalilong.
That was tough. JC Ausen played defense so well. But Kalilong had the skill to put that up and in, squeaking it through the glass.
And look at that strip there by the big guy, Joshua Baruelo.
Oh!
Matthew Kalilong! Oh, sayang lang yung finish.
Gandang sidestep na yun ni Kalilong.
Oo. Look at this replay right here. JC with the assist of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng J Project Loading Shop. Makers of quality uniform. And that's a good dime there to Kevin Dalus.
Beautiful find by the Ausen. Of course, ganyan din siya sineset up ng mga teammates niya eh. So he knows how to set up a shooter like that din.
And look at this. 17 seconds on the shot clock with 1 minute 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter. NBS Slashers are up by just 3 points na lang, ha. As JR bulldozing his way in. Great tip in, but in and out. And ball goes to LUID 1. Kevin fakes. Kevin takes. No good.
Dami nilang point blank range.
Dives
Miss dito.
for the ball there doon si Errol Torres.
Like I said, these point blank range misses by LUID 1 Kapampangan may haunt them towards the end game. Napakadaming easy shots para sa kanila, but you know, it's up to them to make them kasi nga NBS parang nagkakaroon sila ng lucky break eh kasi ang dami nga.
Yes, kasi grabe rin naman yung ginawa nila, sunod-sunod na 3-pointers, ha. So that was the fire starter. Pero ang maganda dito sa LUID 1 Kapampangan, they always find an answer. As look at that, Matthew Kalilong had a free lane that time. No contest whatsoever. However, on the other end, yun na nga, kakabanggit ko lang. LUID 1 Kapampangan always finds a way to answer back. Pero lamang siya dito kasi 3 points yung kay JC Ausen doon.
Yes, specialty of the house ni JC Ausen yan, a knockdown shooter. Look at that.
Yes, draws a foul.
Ang daming lamok siguro kay Baruelo kaya pinalo nilang tatlo, di ba? Tatlo sila eh, pwede. Mamimili yung referee kung sinong pipituhan nila eh.
Look at that. JC Ausen. Too late yung defense doon ni Serida Owen. Or sorry, ni Paulo Moreno.
The pride of Santa Rita. Or sorry, the pride of, I believe, Lubao ata. I have to fact check. Tagasan si JC Ausen. Nakalimutan ko bigla. Basta multi-time MVP yan sa Pampanga.
Yes. And again, LUID, yung mga teams natin, na mga kabalen teams natin during this day number 6 Enzo, 2 out of 2 wins na So this is the third Kapampangan team na naglaro ngayong day 6. Look at that steal and look at that shot from MJ Raimundo.
Grabe, sipag talaga na itong MJ Raimundo. Wala ka na magagawa eh.
Yes, for awareness doon kay Random Simbulan ha. So 4-point lead enjoyed here by NBS Slashers, but this is still a tight ball game as eto si Kevin Dalos taking his time. The Ausen fakes, the Ausen loses the ball, pero lucky bounce, too short. And Kevin Dalos throws it up, and that is the end of the third quarter. This is still anybody's ball game here.
Walang plus eh. 4 points tayo nag-start ang kalamangan ng NBS. It's still at 4, di ba? Deadlock na deadlock ng dalawang koponan na to.
Yes, as we take a look at this third quarter highlights na nakikita natin on your screen right now. Look at the energy here given by both teams right now. That's why parang nag-start lang tayo sa third quarter ulit kasi 4-point lang ang lamang dito ng NBS Slashers. And so,
Yes, but still, itong MJ Raimundo, guys like Matthew Calilong, and sama na natin si MJ Banaticla are doing everything so well for NBS Slashers, but they have to be aware, may comeback DNA itong LUID 1 Kapampangan entering the fourth.
yes, kasi we still have one more quarter remaining before we know who will win this ball game. And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score 70-66, 4-point lead in favor of NBS Slashers kontra LUID 1 Kapampangan.
It's time to dominate! With its built-in high prioritization feature, charge into battle with low latency. Yes! Get into the race with low jitter. Yes!
Welcome back SLA fans, and itong player to watch natin si Mr. Everything, CJ Buitison.
But this time, konti lang ang nagagawa niya dun sa game against Pampanga Delta. 10.6 rebounds, 1 assist. A horrible shooting percentage of 33%, 1 out of 15. But this time, what a bounce back for CJ Buitison. 19 points na siya sa ngayong araw.
Yes, against dito sa NBS Slashers. So good adjustment dito ang ginawa ni CJ Buitison after his poor performance against Pampanga Delta. Now taking over for LUID 1 Kapampangan. And ito, before we start the fourth quarter, we have fourth quarter report from our courtside reporter, Maris Victorio. So Maris, take it away.
Yes, CJ Buitison from LUID 1 Kapampangan said he's not quite happy for his performance today. Inconsistent daw siya sa kanyang performance, but he is happy for his team's overall performance dahil nakakapag-step up na sila. He is improving himself more and dedicated daw ito for his passion and love for basketball. He will focus more on defense and his shooting for the whole duration of the league. Back to you, Enzo and Rowie.
Thank you very much, Maris Victoria. That was a good statement na sinabi ni CJ Buitison. Imagine mo, he already has 19 points, 3 rebounds in this ball game. He's not happy with his production. I believe so. Kasi nga, lamang ang NBS Slashers.
19 points, di ka pa masaya, di ba?
Oo, malungkot pa daw siya. So, hindi ko alam pa.
Ano ba ikakasaya nito ni Buitison, di ba? Of course, panalo.
Yes.
That's a simple rhetorical question kasi gusto niya talaga panalo. But nonetheless, they still have a lot of things to work on dito. Dahil nga, look at NBS trying to push the pace, but plays like that are going to help you if you're LUID 1.
Nice handoff pass there from CJ Buitison. So random Simbulan. And it just shows the unselfishness of CJ Buitison. He's not letting himself go to the limelight or spotlight in this ball game. He's always contributing na what's in it for the team, not for me.
Totoo. And I remember nung nag-triple-double siya yung 11, 12, 13 performance niya. Wala nga naka-notice eh. Ang alat na shooting niya na nun, it just so happened na pag-open namin ng stats nun, nagulat na lang kami na, uy, 2 rebounds and 1 assist away na lang pala siya from a triple-double. That's how good this kid is. But tough task to have kasi nga, look at those plays by NBS. Talagang they're hustling hard. Energy-wise, mas lamang itong NBS. But LUID 1 is getting easy baskets near the back. Easy baskets dun sa ilalim na.
Yes, and it just shows nga, LUID 1 Kapampangan always finds a way to answer back after makascore ng NBS Slashers. But this time kasi, they cannot afford, dun sa mga ganong possessions na magpalitan sila kasi they're the one who's trailing.
Oo, pero look at that. They'll get another stop right here. Pero yun nga lang, turnover na naman.
At this time, pero yun nga, another steal na naman. So grabe ang pangyayari ngayon. Skid Estalilla, nice pass, nice fake,
Good
nice
fake.
take.
Sayang.
Oh! But cleans the board this time for Errol Torres.
That's why you assume every shot is a miss. Even though that CJ Buitison ang tumira doon. Still assume itong si Errol Torres na mamimintis ni Buitison yan. Good trail work and good cleanup job for Errol Torres.
And that was a 3-on-1 break.
Oo, totoo.
So, NBS Slashers, wala nang masyadong bumaba after that steal ni Kid Estalilla. JR, very patient.
Wow.
The patience of JR Illustrissimo. Oh my.
And understanding yung angle, ha? Mahirap yung angulo niya dun sa ilalim, eh. Napakasikip. And yet he was still able to, you know, flick that ball to the right spin and get it into the basket.
Yes, it just shows the maturity dito ni JR Illustrissimo, ha? You know, Matthew gives it. Looking, passes it to MJ.
Di nila nakita si Illustrissimo nakasil sa ilalim.
Oh, MJ muscling his way in and draws a foul. Basket will count.
I think that's a foul on a NBS player, but it will still count.
Oh.
Yun nga, it is. Illustrissimo ang napituhan, but nonetheless, that's a great drive dito by MJ Raimundo, taking matters into his own hands. Yun nga lang, magiging first team foul yan ng NBS dito sa quarter na to.
Yes, bulldozing his way through, ha? Grabe, yung power. Yun ang nabibilib ako kay MJ Raimundo, as that's a 3-point shot from Kid Estalilla.
Everything that NBS can do, LUID 1 has an answer. Now down by 1 na lang sila dito. NBS better take care of this lead.
JR Illustrissimo with the offensive foul call. Our officials are saying na there was a swing doon sa elbow ni JR Illustrissimo. That's why he was called for an offensive foul there. Let's take a look at this replay right there. Look at that.
There's the in and out move.
Oh, yun nga. Delikado yun.
Buti sa chest area, hindi above the shoulder, kundi pwede pang maimbestigahan ng referees natin yun to upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike.
Yes. And look at that, zigzagging his way through. CJ Buitison slithering his way against the NBS defense.
21 points na para sa kanya, and ibang klase yung drive na yun, weaving through the defense against all black shirts.
Yes, and yun nga, hindi pa rin siya masaya.
Mamaya na yung ngingiti.
Mamaya pag nanalo na siguro. Or let's see if ano mangyayari in this ball game. Let's look at that. Hustle Raimundo. Passes it to JR. Left wide open. Oh! And cleans the board this time for MJ Raimundo.
Saan siya nanggaling? Siya yung namasa nun ah.
Oo, sa kabilang
side.
Paano
na naunahan lahat?
Ito pa yung malala ah. Si MJ lang yung bumaba.
Oo. Kaya nga nakagulat, di ba? Paano siya Paano siya napunta dun?
Just shows the hustle. Yun na nga, nakikinig siya sa'yo, Enzo. Expect every shot is a miss there. That's why that's a good rebound for Cyrus. Cyrus Ferrer passes it to MJ. MJ taking point. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Roldan looking. Oh, nice inside pass to MJ Raimundo. What a great pass. They're threading the needle.
Naniniwala na ako, Rowie.
Saan?
May magnet yung bola sa kamay nito ni Raimundo.
Grabe, no? And grabe yung pasa doon ni Mikael Roldan, ha?
Para siyang may career player, di ba? May co-control siguro dito sa batang to. Lapit na lapit yung bola sa kanya.
Sa
kanya. Klase, di ba?
And that's a good sign rin kasi he's heating up eh. Kung mainit yung player mo, syempre, you want to feed him to the hottest hottest hands.
Actually, wala nga play din gaano. Hindi nga plays din, di ba?
Yun nga
Pinapasa niya, and yet pumupunta sa kanya. Kaya I'm slowly believing na may magnet siya sa kamay.
Look at that pass from JR Illustrissimo. And Banaticla sinks that one in. The other MJ.
Oo, yung dalawang MJ na nanalasa. And, you know, I like the role reversal. It's Raimundo who's playing defense and rebounding. Si Banaticla yung namamasa.
Oh, and yun nga, look at that. Random Simbula, or correction, that was Darrell Garcia. Oh my, look at this drive right here. After the fake, using his speed and using his leaping ability there, Darrell Garcia with the end one finesse.
Haba ng kamay nito ni Garcia. Din, nakita mo yung finish na yun, isakasawsaw na lang sa ring.
Oo. Speaking of isasaw-saw, 7:30 PM na, nagugutom na ako. Enzo.
Hindi, meron.
Oo,
Meron
feeling
tayo.
ko. Meron.
Meron.
Narinig ako
Nag-chat
kanina
na eh. Nandiyan na daw eh. Nag-chat na daw sa GC.
Iyon ang maganda.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Madam Ana. Sa pa-dinner namin dito. Sa SLA staff. Thank you po, Madam Ana. Yes. Pero ito, 2-point game. Sabi ko sa'yo, Rowie, very even itong dalawang koponan na to. But NBS has the upper hand dahil lamang pa sila ng dalawa. But good steal by Daryl.
And look at that, Daryl Garcia! Back-to-back scores here for number 32. Daryl Garcia taking over right now. That's why this is a tied ball game. Both 82 points, huh? Both teams with 82 rather.
Look at that passing lane defense by Daryl Garcia. Nakala ko idadakdak na niya eh. But nonetheless, still good for 2 points to tie the game at 82.
Yes, with 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. This is a tied ball game. Anything can still happen. So SLA fans, we'll be back after this.
Project Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
Welcome back, SLA fans. And ito ang player to watch natin, si MJ Raimundo, Enzo.
Look at that performance. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 9 out of 15, 75% from the field. Kompleto yung stat line niya in their last game. Tapos ngayon, ganun pa rin eh. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, di ba?
Grabe tong batang to. MJ Raimundo taking the lead here for NBS Slashers. And right now, grabe kung si CJ Butison is Mr. Everything.
Mr. All-Around naman to.
Or Mr. Worldwide.
Di ba si Pitbull
si Pitbull pala yun. Sorry. Kasi he's like a bulldog bulldozing his way through it.
Pitbull ba?
Oh, tama. Pitbull.
Sino si Mr. 305?
Di ko kilala.
Florida pala. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
And
paisip ako dun.
Meron tayong... Oh!
Clear foul.
Clear foul there.
Sumabit eh.
Yes, sumabit doon si Ezekiel Perez. And I believe that's... Oh! Ezekiel Perez! That's his 5th and final foul in this ball game. So that's very crucial for head coach Jonathan Buwan.
And he'll put in si Vince Muldong, who hasn't had the best of games ngayon. Perez kanina, ang ganda ng defense ang ginagawa niya, forcing a lot of turnovers, but now he fouls out. That's the gamble.
MJ. Oh, look at that drive, but sumablay nga lang. Random with the board. Random. Passes it to Daryl. Daryl gives it to Kid. Kid looking.
Butison's wide open dito sa left side.
Oh, nice lob pass. Yun nga eh, libreng-libre si CJ Butison dun, ha?
Pero dumating pa rin sa kanya yung bola.
Kita mo?
They can retake the lead for the first time in the second half dito sa possession na to.
Oh, nice extra pass. Danreb Simbulan misses, but CJ Butison again with the rebound.
Again, those point-blank misses for LUID 1. Now it's haunting them. Hindi sila makalamang dito because of those point-blank misses.
Look at that defense by LUID 1 Kapampangan. The hustle of LUID 1 Kapampangan. Lahat sila. Oh, this time on the other end naman, MJ Banatikla passes it to the other MJ. MJ.
Kita mo yung bilis niya.
Kanina pa siya naglalaro, parang hindi man lang napagod. Wow. But a great left-handed layup for Alfonso Roldan. Now, 2-point lead in favor of NBS Slashers with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final quarter.
And again, LUID 1 will go back to those point-blank misses. Napakadami nun. And again, another one from close range.
And look at that pass from MJ Roldan to Matthew Calilong. Great find!
Yes, beautiful find by Raimundo going to Calilong. Calilong didn't even need to dribble. Put him right into the breadbasket. Kung saan, pwede nga sabing touchdown pass yan para dito sa NBS.
And that is our fast break of the game. At sa inyo ng Photon, the official mobility partner of SINAG Liga Asya. Kayang-kaya sa Photon. Ito, may time break tayo, Enzo, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Anything can still happen in this ball game. We'll be back after this.
Sobrang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
Pero welcome back SLA fans, and eto yung mga games natin tomorrow. We have a Thursday triple header, Antipolo Pilgrims League kontra Parañaque Pelicans for game number 2, Hustle Rising Suns against the debuting Passion Sports Elite. And for our main event, it's gonna be J Project kontra Laguna Dadslav X EOZ Construction. Grabe, day number 7 natin yung Enzo for tomorrow.
And the 10th team to debut ang Passion Sports Elite. Bukas na natin makikita sila.
Yes.
Of course, their head coach is the one and only Coach Rob Labagala.
And also just want to let every SINAG fans know that ang start ng game na is gonna be at 3 p.m. tomorrow dito sa One Arena here in Cainta, Rizal. And again, admissions are free. Libreng-libre lang manood.
Yes. Very exciting ang developments natin dito sa Liga.
Yes.
Makikita na natin yung 10th team natin out of the 11.
And nice pass there, but a miss. Look at that rebound by Vince Moldong, cleaning the board after that miss. And doon ako natutuwa, Enzo. Again, imagine mo, this is a tight ball game and libre lang nakakanood ang mga SLA fans natin dito sa One Arena.
At lalong-lalo na sa Top Sports and very soon sa Blast TV, di ba? But good passing right there. Ilustrisimo to Kalilong to Joshua Baruelo with the layup. Tic-tac-toe nangyari.
Yes, they're up by 4 points na and down to the last minute and 30 seconds here in this ball game.
Buitison trying to take over this game, but again, Raimundo na naman.
Look at that. CJ Buitison not giving up on that possession, huh?
That's winning mentality right there by Buitison. He's open.
Oh! What a great drive there by Darrell Garcia.
Pakipulot nga yung pangako na laglag eh. Grabe.
Grabe. Kind of speechless as well. Look at this.
Sabi mo yung tic-tac-toe passing kanina ng NBS.
Assist of the quarter hatid sa inyo ng J Project Clothing Shop. That extra pass there, no Matthew Kalilong, ha? To Joshua Baruelo. Pero grabe yung move na yon ni Darrell Garcia.
What a move. And, you know, it kills the clock. It stops the clock. At the same time, you get 2 free throws. Now, it's about knocking down the free throws. Maganda yung shooting ng LUID 1 Kapampangan kanina pa. But right now, this is where it matters. This is the free throws that matters for Darrell Garcia.
And yun nga, speaking of, these are 2 crucial free throws as we take a look at this replay right here. Like a magician, making his defenders disappear. Abracadabra, says Darrell Garcia.
Taking ankles and breaking hearts. Ito si Darrell Garcia. That would have been the best highlight. I know Kevin Santos has a lot of throwdowns, ang daming ankle breakers na nangyari, but if he made that shot, that would have been the biggest highlight dito sa ating early tournament. And
so far.
Oo. But right here, they will review itong last play. Again, this is not a coach's challenge kasi under the last 2 minutes, the referees can review that last play. Sayang for Darrell Garcia. He wasn't able to make one of those 2 free throws.
And it just shows no, that every possession really counts. Now again, this is a tight ball game. So our officials really wants to review that last play just to see even clearer kung ano yung mangyayari doon sa last play na yon.
May nakikichismis kasi. Tinutulak. Kitang-kita dito. Yun,
yung matangkad na, yun o.
Ayun, tinuturo ko.
Si Billy Ray, one of our floor directors
sige na,
here.
dito na. Sige na. Sige na.
As you can see, ito Enzo yung last replay na yun. After that free throw from Darrell Garcia, was there a extra motion?
No, it hit Moldong's knee.
Sorry. I thought that was, they're looking at something else. Pero yun nga. Oh, that was a coach's challenge. I don't know. Our Barker mentioned.
I think that's just some human error lang from our Barker. Kasi under the last 2 minutes, you cannot challenge any. Wala nang challenge ang parehong coaches, but you can request a replay review. Mandatory yun by FIBA.
Sa ating IRS, no?
Yes.
Ano yung meaning nun, Enzo?
Hindi ko alam. Ikaw na bahala dyan.
Instant replay system. Yun ang meaning nun.
Yan.
Hindi yung sinasabi ng iba na the innocent throw is sakote.
Sinasabi na iba, sinasabi mo. Oh!
What a great dive from JR Ilustrisimo to Joshua Baruelo, increasing the lead to 6 points.
Sinasabi ko na in this tournament, JR Ilustrisimo's passing was not needed. Dahil nga andun na yung migsahali, pero dahil Dito, kinailangan nila yun. Great attack by Ilustrisimo, and on the last minute, dropped it off to Joshua Baruelo. Perfect timing and perfect play galing dito sa NBS Slashers.
And that's why they are up by 6 points with 58 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. However, everything can still happen in this ball game. Let's see if anong gagawin nila head coach Jonathan Buwan to bounce back here in this ball game. So, grabe talaga yung bakbakan natin. Kaya nga, this is our main event, Enzo.
Yes. And kagaya nga sinasabi mo, libre lang itong mapanood.
Yes, kung nakita nyo sa labas, may naniningil for an entrance fee. Sabihin nyo lang, Seth, libre lang dito.
Nalaglag ka pa ng pangalan.
Hindi, biro lang. One of our hardworking officials rin yun, si Seth De Pedro dito sa ating stats. No? Pero look at that. That guy right here. Clutch plays after clutch plays. Joshua Baruelo right now. And look at this. Players right now dito and pinasok na ni head coach Jonathan Buwan. Dito si JC De Ausen. And look at this. Power play of the quarter. Hatid sa inyo ng Converge Fiber X. Doble na, dinoble pa.
He needs the Ausen's 3-point shot dito.
For LUID 1 Kapampangan.
Dahil nga down by 6 sila.
So let's see, 58 seconds remaining here. Look at that, right on cue. 14 seconds on the shot clock. CJ Buitison left wide open.
They were daring him to shoot dahil nga 0 for 4 siya before that shot. Now 0 for 5 for Buitison.
And nakita ko doon no pressure talaga for NBS Slashers doon kay CJ Buitison. So they really wanted him to take that shot.
Ganun.
Oh!
Good pass.
And an end one delight for Joshua Baruelo again.
That might have sealed the deal for NBS Slashers to go back-to-back victories sa ating liga. Great find again by JR Ilustrisimo. Tumalikod pa siya doon.
Yes, sealing the deal already. And sinabi niya na lang, it's all yours, Joshua Baruelo. I already did my part. Grabe yung pasahan dito ni JR Ilustrisimo and Baruelo. Grabe yung connection nila at the very crucial moment of this ball game.
And look at that. It's now a 9-point lead para dito sa NBS Slashers. 38.74 seconds. Realistically, pwede pa to for LUID 1, especially with the shooting prowess neto ni JC De Ausen and guys like Kid Estalilia. But one thing's missing is the 3-point shooting netong LUID 1 Kapampangan via CJ Buitison. 0 for 5 from the 3-point land. If he hit that one, that would have been big. At mukhang Rowie, mapagbibigyan ka.
Oo.
It seems like, I think so, or baka pinagtitripan lang tayo.
Feeling ko, pagbibigyan tayo kasi nakitutok na sa atin.
There you go.
Ayun na nga po. Maraming salamat, Direk. Mami, nasa TV na ako.
Ha? Hindi ko ba nakikita sa TV?
Pero yun nga lang. And yun na, kita natin si Maris Ren, one of our courtside reporters. And syempre, look at that.
Yes, of course. SLA Chairman, Sir Rocky Chan. Boss June of J Project. Coach B-Boy, andyan, nanonood. Syempre, little bit of scouting para dito kay Coach B-Boy tsaka kay Boss June, no?
Yes.
Getting ready for their next possible games dito. Nga kanina,
Debut game nila.
At the same time, they played really well in the first half.
Yes.
Diba? Not gonna lie, they played really well.
And imagine, ang katapat nila is the powerhouse Pampanga Delta. That's not an easy task na ginawa ng J Project Boomers kanina as Kid Estalilia, and that might have done it.
Yes.
And look at that. Passing display here for NBS Slashers. Tries to save it. JC.
Look at that defense netong Slashers right here.
Yes, not giving up. And yun na nga, that might have done it. And we are just now waiting for the final score. So NBS Slashers gets their second win here in our tournament as they are now 2-2 here.
Yes, back-to-back victories para sa kanila. But one thing na babalikan dito ng LUID 1 was those close range misses nila. Napakadami nun. Ang daming point-blank misses nila that, would have given them the lead, lalo na nung all 82 yung score.
And
so you go back to those possessions, you go back to those shots na dapat na-shoot namin yun. Sana na-shoot namin yun.
And Kid Estalilia gets his 5th and final foul of the ball game. He is now out of this game.
Papasok si Daryl Garcia.
Yes, the athletic Daryl Garcia. 8 seconds remaining. Oh, hold on. Our officials are saying that nasa penalty na ba ang LUID 1 Kapampangan?
Yes, they are.
Oh, yes, they are. So 2 free throws dito for NBS Slashers.
Yes, and I think this is going to be the guy, and rightfully so, siya ang magtatapos ng laro na to for NBS Slashers.
Yes,
MJ Raimundo.
Yes, MJ Raimundo is at the line right now.
Ibang klase. And
yes, ang pinaka-nagustuhan ko talaga dito kay Raimundo, not just the way he contributes sa stat sheet, the way he pushes his teammates to perform really well on the floor kasi because the energy that he gives to the floor.
yes. And that kind of leadership you cannot, teach talaga. Iba yung leadership dito ni MJ Raimundo, and what a win for NBS Slashers despite the fact that they lost their starting backcourt to Sahali brothers. And they still showed that they are a deep, deep team dito, and hats off to Coach Brit Reroma for getting all of his players ready dito kasi halos lahat ng pinasok niya nag-step up, nag-contribute. Everyone from the team ng NBS Slashers should be credited with this victory.
Yes, this is a good sign for NBS Slashers after their first 2 games, 2 losses yun, and right now bouncing back, getting 2 straight wins after their win last time against doon sa Laguna Datslav XEOZ. So this is the first loss or the only loss ng Kapampangan team natin for day number 6, Enzo.
Yes, and LUID 1 Kapampangan goes back-to-back losses dito after starting 2-0. So pareho na sila ng record at 2-2, di ba?
Yes.
But, what a ball game for the NBS Slashers. Towards the end of the first, second, and third quarter, nawawala sila sa laro nila. Nagkakaroon sila ng maraming turnovers, nagkakaroon sila ng maraming miscues and missed shots. But dito, when it mattered the most, in the fourth and final period, they made some big plays via JR Ilustrisimo and Joshua Baruelo.
Those 2 huge players of NBS Slashers at the very crucial moment doon sila nag-step up.
Yes.
Pero eto, Enzo, the question is, sino nga ba ang ating SINAG best player of the ball game? Let's turn over to our courtside reporter, Maris Victorio.
This is SINAG best player of the game, Marvin Raimundo, with a double-double performance. 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Also, ang consistent mo, Marvin, kasi nag-best player ka din nung nakaraan. What a close game. Sa fourth quarter, kanina, mas nakitaan namin kayo ng eagerness at energy to win talaga. So, Marvin, nanatili kang composed at focused sa ball game nyo kanina. Ano ba ang mindset mo para sa game na ito?
Yun lang po, yung mindset ko lang po lagi to win. Kailangan dyan enjoyin yung game para lumabas yung laro mo. Thank you.
So according to Coach Miko, the Sahali brothers are 2 of your key players. And ball rotation-wise, nagkakapaan pa din kayo. So paano kayo naka-adjust kanina?
Yun lang, sunod lang kami sa sistema ni Coach Brit. Tsaka tiwala lang kami sa isa't isa. Ball rotation lang din. Basta pag may tumira, okay lang. Didepensa kami, ganun.
Okay, so Marvin, this is your chance to greet. Pagkakataon mo ng bumate.
Shoutout kay Mama, Mary Grace Raimundo, kay Nanay Cheat. Sa PLP Elites, kay Kuya Jay na sumusuporta lagi sa akin. Kay Ate Cecil, kay Kuya Ken. Sa girlfriend ko, kay Rachel Ann Gueco. Sa JRU family, kay Coach Lou. Thank you, Coach. Suporta niyo po lagi sa akin at tinutulungan niyo po ako maging mabuting tao at player.
Thank you, Marvin, and congratulations. Again, that is our SINAG Best Player of the Game presented by J Project. Back to you, Enzo and Rowie.
Thank you very much, Maris Victoria. And again, that is MJ Raimundo, our SINAG Best Player of the Ball Game. And that is his back-to-back SINAG Best Player of the Ball Game dito sa ating Board 2001 Cup. So, Enzo, any final thoughts on sa ating main event?
Well, it's about MJ Raimundo. The MJ Raimundo show, 26 points, 10 rebounds. Grabe yung performance niya. The energy na hawa itong NBS Slashers. Now, both of these teams, the LUID 1, back-to-back losses, 2-2. Ito namang NBS Slashers, back-to-back wins, 2-2. Pantay na sila sa team standings natin.
And yun nga, grabe, marami pang abangan ng mga ating SINAG fans.
Yes.
At syempre, speaking of abangan, don't worry kasi tomorrow is day number 7 dito sa SINAG Liga Asya as we will see our games for tomorrow for game number 1 At 3 p.m., it's gonna be Antipolo Pilgrims League kontra Parañaque Pelicans. And for game number 2, it's gonna be Hustle Rising Suns kontra Passion Sports Elite. And for our main event, it's gonna be J Project kontra EOZ Construction. And once again, Sinag fans, this is Rowy Sacote. Together with me is Enzo Galarosa, and on the sideline, Maris Victoria. And on behalf of Direct Nomar Santiago and the rest of the hardworking and passionate Sinag crew, this is the 2023 Sinag Liga Asya Born 2001 Sinag Cup. We'll see you, Sinag fans, in our next game. Peace!